the news that you don't see. Doing judo and jiu-jitsu is where you'll find me. Traveling the world, meeting these girls, pleading the fifth. You can't cheat this. We might be ran through, but we'll never give up on you. It's the Alec News Network. Ha! It's the Alec News Network. It's the Alec News Network. Ha! It's the Alec News Network. Ha! It's the Alec News Network. Ha! It's the Alec News Network. What? Ha ha ha! Live streaming every week. We got Mush, LOL, Snap, and even CP. Uncovering the news that you don't see. Doing judo and jiu-jitsu is where you'll find me. Traveling the world, meeting these girls, pleading the fifth. You can't cheat this. We might be ran through, but we'll never give up on you. It's the Alec News Network. Ha! It's the Alec News Network. It's the Alec News Network. Ha! It's the Alec News Network. Ha! It's the Alec News Network. Ha! It's the Alec News Network. What? Ha ha ha! Live streaming every week. We got Mush, LOL, Snap, and even CP. Uncovering the news that you don't see. Doing judo and jiu-jitsu is where you'll find me. Traveling the world, meeting these girls, pleading the fifth. You can't cheat this. We might be ran through, but we'll never give up on you. It's the Alec News Network. Ha! It's the Alec News Network. It's the Alec News Network. Ha! It's the Alec News Network.
What's up? What's up?
It's the Alec News Network. Ha! It's the Alec News Network. What? Ha ha ha!
Live streaming every week.
Got Mush, LOL, Snap, and
even CP, uncovering the news that you don't see. Doing judo and jiu-jitsu is where you find me. Traveling the world, meeting these girls, pleading the fifth.
We might be ran through, but we'll never give up on you.
We might have to give up on you guys. Might have to give up.
It's the Alec News Network.
Yo, what's up? I'm back. Trying to get everything straight. We're back. I know you guys missed me. We got Drake, Baby Mama. We got King Charles. We got Poirier. We got everything. People calling this a tabloid show. Is that an insult? Is that a compliment or insult? They call this a tabloid. That's not. I don't know if that's exactly what I want. What is it? What's the definition of tabloid? Let me look that up. Hope you guys are doing well. We should be live streaming IRL. Let's see, tabloid. What is a tabloid? Technically a tabloid. I've seen tabloids before. This is newspaper with a heavy emphasis on sensationalization, celebrity gossip, crime stories, and large photographs. Oh, dang. I don't know if that's what I want to be. It says concise reporting, sensationalized content, focusing on entertainment scandals, true crime, human interest stories, rather than in-depth political or economical. But listen, we be talking about economics. We talk about politics. We talk about some deep stuff. Now, you might only see a clip. I do a 2 to 3 hour show. Of course, you're going to see the 3-minute clip. You're going to see one section of what we covered. So I'm not sure if I'm a tabloid. Because if you watch the whole show, we talk about pop culture. We talk about civil rights, politics, economics. We talk about a lot of different stuff. A lot of stuff I don't hear nobody else talking about. And who else covers stuff like this? Let me know. Flow Grappling can't cover this stuff. They're a business. IBJF can't cover this stuff. They don't care. You might get like a Train Angry MMA, but didn't he get exposed or something? You couldn't even find Train Angry MMA until he got exposed by Gordon Ryan. You didn't even know who that was. You don't know who runs most of this stuff. Now you see my face. I put my name and my face on my stuff. So I don't know if I'm really a tabloid. We do cover a lot of different stuff though. And hell, we'll even watch some matches. We watched some matches yesterday. We watched Sarah Gaval versus I can't remember the other girl's name. It wasn't Janaina. It was someone else, I think. So people say I'm a tabloid, sensationalizing stuff. And sometimes those tabloids, sometimes them tabloids do got some truth in there. Remember when the Onion used to be just satire? The Onion was right about a lot of stuff. But that's enough of me pleading my case. I might need to go to law school and just give up this jiu-jitsu crap. I want to put criminals away, and it just so happens a lot of criminals do jiu-jitsu, so maybe that might be the right move. I want to put these criminals away. What's up, my LL Snap? I had to message LL Snap. What your homie doing, bro? I feel like your homie ain't up to no good, or he's up to no good. That's LL Snap's homie right there. I got my own Tony. That's LL Snap's Tony. But let's see what's going on. We gotta watch that Brazil game. I want to see Neymar. I want to see Neymar. Now his knee's not looking too good, but or calf, whatever it is. All right, let's get you guys over. What is that on the side there? Oh, I see it. He's sitting right here. What's up, Tony? Tony need to stay out of trouble. It says how I'll be pulling up to the match with 0% Brazilian blood in me. That's Tony right there. Parado no bailão, ela com popozão no chão. That is Tony right there. I do have a Brazilian jersey somewhere. Is Sarah here? I'm going to save the roaches for Sarah. It says Montana Wrestling Camp. You got Victoria and Jakara. Where Jakara been? Where Jakara been? Saturday, June 27th. I won't be able to make that. That actually might be pretty good, though. Jordan Burroughs. They got my man Jordan Burroughs on Flow Grappling again. Or Flow Wrestling.
And I'm sure you guys recently saw the news about RAF. I haven't really got a chance to say goodbye. I still feel like I have a little bit more to give, and I miss it so much that I want to do it again. But I also recognize that I'm really close to the end. And I recognize that, and I'm satisfied with what I've attained and accomplished in my career. But I'm also in a space where I'm trying to be able to bid farewell to a season of life gracefully,
JB,
and be able to bow out on my own terms.
JB
and it's not easy to do. Fortunately, RAF has provided me with an opportunity to do it on a big stage, right? If I wanted to bow out in a meaningful way in USA Wrestling, I'd have to win something really big. Well, that comes with a significant amount of training and deliberate and intentional focus.
He got too many kids to be focused.
I don't know if I'm willing to give that anymore. And so that's been a significant shift in my life.
Got too many kids to focus. Now what's gonna happen is he gonna win the RAF match. He's gonna get a nice check, and he's gonna be like, you know what, I'm gonna keep doing this. He's gonna be up there with Kennedy Blades and Helen Morales. They getting some good money over there. JB got at least get $200K or something, $250, maybe more. We are gonna talk about Poirier. Don't worry, we'll get to Poirier. Now JB gonna see that money. His eyes gonna go. I'm not trying to make an Asian face. I'm just making my eyes bigger. His eyes are gonna go big. Plead the fifth. His eyes are gonna go big. He's gonna see that check. Oh, because they're gonna give him Muggsy. they're gonna give JB Muggsy. He gonna tool Muggsy up. If you pay me $200,000 to beat up on Muggsy, which I would probably do for free, I'm gonna be happy too.
All right.
This LL Snaps baby right here.
Obviously, this is a very large baby. This is the boss baby. I know he wasn't in the movie, but this is the boss baby.
That's LL Snaps baby.
Baby,
right there.
Good things, has fine motor skills
down
pat. Okay, he's spilling about the same amount of formula. I spill very little.
That's
plenty.
in.
That's plenty. Okay, if you're making your own bottle at this size, you could be making steak and vegetables.
That baby got coordination.
So I just want to notate that. But here's the thing. This baby right here, he's like, hey, I want, there's enough scoops. It's enough scoops. But when I got to taste the product, like pure uncut cocaine, that's where I think you got a problem. When the baby's like,
all right, that's going to hit the spot. Give me that bottle.
Baby, that's raw formula straight to the dome. like cocaine,
That's
like
Yellow Snap's
Escobar,
baby right
and
there.
snatching the bottle? No,
Hey,
that's too
you
big of a
snatch
baby.
that bottle.
Hey, man, let that baby do some push-ups and work down at the mill. All right, obviously, this is a very large.
God, dog. Yellow Snap, that's your baby. Yellow Snap said he only got one kid that he know of. There might be some more babies out there somewhere. He just ain't claiming them. Rockstar Games announces GTA 6. How long you guys been waiting on that GTA? Pre-orders open June 25th. Now, you're going to need about 5 terabytes if you want to play this game. Do you guys have 5 terabytes? The game about 650 gigabytes. How you guys going to play that game with 650 gigabytes? Well, good luck, y'all. Of course, JB, they talking about JB's retirement. Now, we want to know if he's going to be coaching collegiately.
Well, I haven't ruled out collegiate coaching. I haven't ruled out Olympic coaching. I'm blooming where I'm planted currently.
Has seen what David Taylor and the success he has had so quickly and so much success at Oklahoma State. Has that inspired you?
Yes and no. No, because I know it's freaking hard. This is small potatoes compared to what he's doing and the amount of investment that he has. Like, I saw the expenditures for all the collegiate programs in the top 10 in this past fiscal year, and Oklahoma State was second in the country. Spent $5 million on their wrestling program this year. When you have that level of investment from people, like, there's a return that's expected from you, and that calls for extreme demand and command of your time. All right, so I know he's working really hard. But the answer is yes. Yeah, man, I went to the duel. I was at the Iowa-Oklahoma State duel, right? I've seen what he's built. I've seen the culture. I see the excitement. I've watched the brand that they've built around the team. I watched the events. And part of me is like, man, I can do that. I want to do that. But there's only a few places you can do that because it takes money. Like, it takes cachet and brand and all the things, but money's pretty high up there, and what it takes to be able to compete at that level. And so, yes and no. Yes, because it looks freaking awesome, and he's crushed it. He's done a really good job, and I would love to try to build a team if it's the right place and if it makes sense and if the resources are there. But I also know it's really hard. Like, I'm not a stranger to what he's going through. I know that he's grinding.
The thing is, JB can bring resources. I could see him in Nebraska. I could see him at Morgan State or some other school. I would love to see him in New Jersey. Rutgers. Couldn't you guys see him at Rutgers? That would be amazing. Now, Rutgers ain't got no. But the thing is, Jordan Burroughs, think about if you need to raise funds, Jordan Burroughs, your man. That man can raise some money. Because arguably, he's when you think about the face of wrestling in USA, you could say David Taylor, but I'm saying for just regular people, I think Jordan Burroughs, really. If he had won, now if Jordan Burroughs had won 2016, he would be making a lot of money. I mean, he makes good money now, but if he had won, because he won 2012, was it 2012? 2016, he was ready for the endorsement deals. He would have had some Simone Biles endorsement deals like Oreo, Nabisco. Yeah, he would have had some real endorsement money. That's how you make that real money, when you get them endorsements. When you in the Oreo commercial and the Dodge commercial and the Nike commercial, that's when you start making some good money. What's up, Sarah? We got some bugs for you. We got some bugs for you, Sarah. Let me pull the bugs out for Sarah. It says, when roaches find a dirty house. Here we go, Sarah. Roaches can sing. Roaches can sing. Get it, Roach. Get it, Roach. Get it. Hey. Yeah. Oh. Hey. I wish that I could stand and look at the sky. Yo, the roaches can sing. Hey, get it, roaches. I wish that I could stand. The roaches can sing. Now, if your roaches can sing like that, you might need to let them stay. Put the Tony video up. Why you want Tony on there? I don't want to expose him too much. We tried to watch him yesterday, but at Henzo Gracie Houston, whatever. Let me think about it. I ain't trying to expose that, man. Where was I? Oh, CP. Now CP said he did want to get exposed, so we got CP on here. Supporting cast, CP. Now, what's gonna happen is I'm gonna watch this. Maybe we should wait because CP. By the time I get it, I'm gonna watch it. CP gonna jump on here. Did you guys watch it yet? Then I'm gonna be like, yeah, we watched it already, CP. So let me hold off on that. We'll wait for him to pop in. CP. Now, if you don't pop in, I might skip the whole video. What do I care about? Oh, speaking of Sarah, we got her homegirl right here, Mackenzie Dern. You know Sarah and Mackenzie Dern. Yo, Tony, what's up? Tony, why your man trying to expose you? Let's look at Mackenzie Dern real fast, because that's Sarah's girl best friend that has her blocked. What is she saying? Hey, that's your friend, yeah. All right, Mackenzie. All right, she getting it. All right. Tony, why your man trying to expose you?
Remember when Marcelo Garcia made one of the greatest collegiate wrestlers of all time, Ben Askren, into an ad for his website? Last time we saw this many guillotines, it was during the French Revolution. Hit him with the omoplata that turned into a monoplata that turned into me buying a membership to MG in Action.
Okay.
What's crazy is we did not expect this mismatch. You know what I mean? We really did think we was going to get Goku versus Vegeta, right? But instead, we got Krillin versus Frieza.
Marcelo beat everybody. Ben Askren, Jake Shields, Lovato. He beat everybody.
You see, Ben put up no fight like white women when their kids cursed at them. Every time my man thought he had some bass, Marcelo would put out the subwoofers. Had the boy confused like celebrity kids when someone says the word job. Y'all remember this one? This right here was blowing motherfuckers' mind. Put this nigga in handcuffs with his legs. I don't think we ever saw that again. That's the last time I ever seen that shit. But all respect to Ben though. You know, he took that ass whooping and formed an illustrious career with it. All right. Me personally, I'd have got a lawyer and sent the cease and desist, nigga. Somebody getting assault charges after that ass.
All I know is
that's why this dude is a legend, a living legend. Boy got a double lung transplant and is about to go wrestle Bilal Muhammad. That's crazy, son.
I don't agree with Ben Askren wrestling. Now, Tony, why he want me to pull you up? All right, let me pull Tony up. We'll see. I'll let you guys judge. Let me see if I can find it. Where's CP at, man? Because if I don't watch his video, then he's going to be upset. Oh, you guys should watch my video. Where LL Snap at? Okay, I see him. Nah, Tony, you are looking a little suspect right there. Tony, I don't know, Tony. I'm suspecting you of some stuff. I'm suspecting you of some stuff over here. Yeah, I'm suspecting you of a little bit of stuff, my man. I'm sorry. You got a track record, Tony. All right, y'all. I'll let you guys be, let you guys decide. Here's Tony right here. Oh, you guys can't see. Here he is. You look at. I don't know, Tony. I'm looking at you with my eyes. Everybody, put your eyes on Tony real fast in the chat. Put some eyes on him. We haven't put eyes on people since Josiah. Put your eyes on Tony for me, y'all. Put your eyes on him, y'all. All right, let's watch the technique. See how good the technique is. I'm gonna zoom in too.
For the week, we're going to work on back attacks. When he has someone's back in position. The first thing I want to do, I want to go with something.
Oh, Tony, you touching her too much. Too much. I'm going to have to report you to HR, Tony. You touching her too much. He was touching her too much. I counted about 3 or 4 or 5 times. You should have just did the move on LL Snap. That's what you should have done.
On the seatbelt grip. One hand over the
Watch
shoulder.
your hands.
The other
Where your
hand
hands
across.
at?
I want to go ahead and put my hands together.
That's
Put a
appropriate right
cable
there. That's
grip.
appropriate.
I'm going to bring my feet in. Sit up. Now, first attack is working on what we call the rear naked choke. What I do is I'm going to control the shoulder and around the neck, and I
like that
have different
detail,
ways
control
on
the
how I can
shoulder.
finish
I do
this
like
choke.
that little detail.
I can either squeeze or 2 or push the head and she taps. Second variation I can go for something called
Look at his hips.
I fall to my side, foot on the hip, elbow across, push the face away, get the head down, and I have the arm. 2 attacks. 2 basic attacks we learned from back tap.
I don't know. He had kind of a smile on his face. I don't know, Tony. I can't defend you. See, Tony, why your homie going after you like that? It's 2026. You probably, you need to get the AI, the robot to drill the move on, to Uki the move. We're not listening to Sarah right now. Sarah says it looks professional. Okay, you got one person defending you, and it's the one white belt, the one white belt, the one experienced white belt in the chat is defending you, Tony. So I don't know. Let's see. OnlyFans, what's going on? OnlyFans, French glow up. Okay. She reminds me of Megan Fox a little bit. Of course, she got some supplements she's trying to sell. Okay, yeah. That's who Tony gonna drill on next time. That's his Uki next time. And Sarah gonna say it's professional even though it's on OnlyFans. Come, get out of here, Sarah. Let me jump out of that. That person that's not ran through. Who you talking about? Who you talking about that's not ran through? It says Forbes top creators of 2026. Mr. Beast #1. They're going by followers and earnings. 300 million. Okay. Dar man, I don't even know that guy. 65 million in the followers. Steven Bartlett, 52 million. Markiplier, 38 million. Rhett and Link, 37. Charlie D'Amelio, she's still around, 18 million. Drewski, 20 million. iShowSpeed, 30 million. Mark Robert, 30 million. Cody Sanchez, I don't know most of these people. Am I that old? Oh no! Why are you exposing Tony like that? And Sarah, why are you always talking about people being ran through? She always talking about people being ran through. All I said was keep your eye on Tony. That's all I'm saying. He said he getting canceled. I blame LL Snap. Speaking of being ran through, we got Drake's baby mother marries Muay Thai fighter. Oh no, Muay Thai fighter, dude. Why'd you marry her? Now she had a video out. He plotted. Oh, who Tony or this guy? Now she's definitely getting some child support, probably in the hundreds of thousands of dollars per month. Now, she had a videotape. Did anybody see that videotape back in the day before Drake pulled it off? Traveling the world, meeting these girls. We are meeting these girls, but not to support them. That sounds even worse. Never mind. I plead the fifth. Now she had a video out. Sarah, go ahead and check that video out for us. I believe Drake scrubbed the internet, if that's possible. You know how much money you got to have scrub the internet of some videos? That's crazy. She did have a video out. I remember. I think I saw something before Drake got everything taken down. She was about like Daphne Joy. She wasn't as skilled as Daphne Joy. She probably is a blue belt compared to Daphne Joy, but but she's married now. She's married now. Sophie Brosax, I can't pronounce these French names, the mother of Drake's son, Adonis, has married Turkish Muay Thai fighter in a private ceremony held in Canada. You know Drake paid for all that. She's 36 and the boy is 26. The man is 26 years old. Oh, this is a sham. Exchanged vows on June 21st after keeping much of their relationship out of the public eye. Photos and details from the wedding surfaced online following the ceremony. Drake, who shares 8-year-old Adonis with Sophie, did not attend the wedding. He paid for the wedding, though. He for sure paid for that wedding. No public reason was provided for his absence. Drake and Sophie have maintained a cooperative co-parenting relationship since publicly confirming their son's parentage in 2018. Sophie, a French artist and former model, they call anybody's a model nowadays. God, dog. They need to stop. Not everybody's a model. Has frequently appeared alongside Drake at events involving Adonis over the years. The former couple, I don't think they were a couple, but whatever, has emphasized co-parenting and supporting their son despite no longer being romantically involved. The wedding marks a new chapter for Sophie, because I can't say her last name, while she and Drake continue to raise Adonis together. Somebody said he trying to get Drake's autograph so bad. Somebody had who messaged me. Oh, okay. People be messaging me. I saw who messaged me. Give me a second. It says Aubrey paid for the wedding. That's true. Well, that's how it goes nowadays. Where was I? It says Trump to join FIFA president in presenting World Cup trophy to champions at final in New Jersey. Okay, so shout out to Trump. Trump always got to get his hand on something. I don't see the message now. Where'd the message go? Okay, wait a second. What happened? Give me 1 second, y'all. Oh. That's funny. That is funny. All right. What did Trump say? Trump going to be out there handing the trophy? Now, even if you don't like Trump, if I won, I'm going to get the trophy. All right. Let's see what Keenan got to say.
This initial grip is what keeps the whole guard together. If you're trying to get that later, you're going to have a bad time. When we have the quarter guard, open the lapel up and just pass the grip to your own hand. As I try and get up, he can grab my sleeve and keep me down, just keeping me here like this. There's still one path out. I just bring my hand here with my other hand. But what we want to do here is, as we're trying to get up, pass the hand, and I kind of tuck it behind his hamstring. And if I can't pass the lapel off, that's okay. I'm just going to reach to the waist strap anyways, like this, and start to build up to my shoulder as I reach for the lapel here. So we can get this lapel really late. And if he whizzers from here, I'm in a very good spot because of this control. And then all of those previous things we set up with the trap, with the step behind on the leg, it's just reinforced with this lapel, and we can win the position even stronger. This initial grip is what keeps the whole guard together.
Keenan, did you steal that from me? Let's see. We do have Prince Charles, so did I? Okay, we had Drake. That's why we had Drake on there. Baby mama got married. Maybe we can find some pictures. And number 2, we had King Charles. Not Prince Charles, King Charles. And guess who he was meeting up with? Now, I'm not sure if that was a good or bad thing, but look what he's doing here. You see how he put the little footsie, the blue footsie thing on his shoes? I like that. Now, Dana White would be stepping all up on your mats. It says, H.H. King Charles, special visit today at the Academy. Jiu-Jitsu reaching new heights. A great day for the Academy. All right, shout out to that. That's amazing. He got a blue belt. Now, remember when Henzo's dad gave Bolsonaro a black belt? Does anybody else remember that? And they gave King Charles the white belt. Bolsonaro got a black belt. He didn't even roll before. Henzo's Gracie, our father, R.I.P. He gave that man a black belt. And isn't Bolsonaro in jail or something? Or house arrest or something like that. All right. He watching this stuff. He's like, what the hell is this stuff? How did they get him out there? That's crazy. And Mauricio Gomez right there. Shout out to that. That's kind of cool. Now, he's not shaking no white belt's hands. He ain't shaking no white belt hands. Let's see. We got to meet Allure with her baby. She got that baby all on people's mats and stuff. You need to spray that baby down. That baby be on the mats. Wrestlers ain't the cleanest folk. You love the type of king. You probably can't even get close to that king. Amit Allure says, 2026 Senior World Team Member. I am so honored and excited to be representing Team USA at the World Championships in Kazakhstan. Grateful for every coach, training partner, teammate, family member, sponsor, and supporter who has helped me along the way. None of this happens alone. I also want to wish a speedy recovery to Alex, the girl, we always follow her, that tore her meniscus and ACL. Winning by forfeit is never how anyone wants things to happen, and I'm wishing her all the best as she recovers. Now it's time to get back to work. I'm excited for the months ahead, the training to come, and the opportunity to chase a third world title. So Mika Galvao got to watch the baby while she's doing all this. Oh, no, they done got the girl. Let me see if we can find the video. They done got the girl in the video. Why people think they can't find you? She looked a lot more tan than this. Let me see if we can find the video. Let's see. Let's see if we can find. Okay, here we go.
Yeah.
Can you guys hear that? What's up, Trey? What's up, my man?
A woman caught on video dumping a public trash can on the street, then stealing it during New York City's Knicks championship parade, was a director at JP Morgan Chase
Why'd they let her?
and was fired
She
on
should've done it
June
when nobody was filming
23rd
her.
over the incident, the Post has learned. The viral clip circulated across the internet showing Angie Baez dressed in Knicks gear dumping the contents of a limited edition blue and orange trash can onto
That
a
trash can
Manhattan
wasn't worth
sidewalk
your employment.
before walking off with the receptacle. Additional images show her riding the subway with the stolen bin.
Oh, damn.
Sources say the
She
bank
should've
looked
left
into
that
the
alone.
incident after the video surfaced. A JP Morgan Chase spokesperson told the Post, this employee is no longer with the company.
That trash can cost her a
Baez
six-figure
was the
job.
executive director of community and industry engagement for card and connected commerce at JP Morgan Chase. The 40-year-old previously served as the executive director of DEI at a New York-based review site,
They
which
got her
Chase
out of there.
acquired
They
as
were
part
gonna
of
get
its
her out
broader
of there
push
anyway.
into lifestyle and experiential content. Under New York City law, theft of property valued under $1,000 is typically charged as petty larceny, a Class A misdemeanor. Consequences are often minimal, typically resulting in a fine, summons, or community service.
They were gonna
for
get rid of
first-time
her anyway.
offenders. The littering that
just
accompanied
needed a
the
reason.
theft could bring additional penalties. Dumping trash onto the street and stealing public property for your own personal use are both illegal, antisocial behaviors and not what New Yorkers do. On top of all
weren't
that,
they destroying
doing
the city?
both
But,
on
you know,
camera
whatever.
is incredibly stupid, the New York City Department of Sanitation told the Post in a statement. The NYPD said on June 20th it had not received any complaints related to the incident and Baez has not been charged with a crime.
She just got fired. Trey, what's up, Trey? Trey in more trouble than me. It's crazy in our sport. You get in trouble just for talking the truth, telling the truth, or talking about, asking questions. You get in trouble in this sport. It says POV professional MMA gym deep clean. Trey said he ain't ever gonna tell the truth ever again or bring up any issues. He ain't. That's true. He's like, you know what? Let me just ChatGPT. You know, ChatGPT, that's the go-to for when people get in trouble in our sport too. Shout out to Kynan, man. I can't believe that, man. You know, he did when he left Atos, he didn't even take out the ChatGPT stuff on there. He just left it. That was the worst. I'd never seen something so bad. You gotta, oh no. Yeah, go ahead and do it, man. Keep your job, man. Don't be like that Knicks lady getting fired over a trash can. That's terrible. Let's watch this deep clean because some of your schools need to be deep clean. Is that here? Oh no.
We got clean number 2 today. We're here at Silver Fox BJJ in Saddlebrook, New Jersey. So at Silver Fox, we're gonna be doing a deep clean. We're gonna be taking these mats up and stacking them neat to each other. And then we're gonna be cleaning the floor underneath.
Oh, Silver Fox. No. I was over there last year. Was it last year I was over there? 2024. No, 22 years ago. Shout out to Silver Fox. At least they cleaned you up, Silver Fox. Oh, man. Oh, man. They ain't got no padding under the mat. Jesus. Oh, that's too much. That's too much gunk in here.
There was actually so much buildup that it clogged our vacuum. Anyways, here's the before and after of those floors. And then once that's done, we're gonna start scrubbing the sides off.
Oh, I never seen someone scrub the sides off. Now you got those mats are a little too old. Those mats are gonna start deteriorating.
Once we agitate the sides, we're gonna get the HEPA vac and just vacuum off anything that's left over.
Yeah, those mats need to be replaced.
So because the mat bottom material is permeable, we have to keep the clean dry. We start off with just agitating stuff like this out of these little grooves and ridges. And then we use the vacuum to get it all off the top.
You gotta clean every mat?
If you go on the Fujimat website, their guidelines recommend a dry clean too. Because the mats are permeable, if you wet them, it's just like a gold mine for mold. We're gonna vacuum the tops.
We just need some new mats.
Time to spray the solution down and let it sit for 10 minutes. Now that the solution sat for a little bit, we got this sectioned out. Gonna run the auto scrubber over top. Mats are scrubbed, the walls are scrubbed. Last thing we have to do is just put a light spray solution on top and then just mop it up.
Oh wow. That looks better and healthier. You know, honestly, I like tatami mats. Most gyms have tatami mats, but you know, I kind of like that Resolite one piece. You know, Jesus. Let's see. Where were we? We got Gigi Canuto. Shout out to her. You know, she's on that Ultimate Fighter.
E aí galera, aqui é Gigi Canuto, eu vou estar representando o Brasil, vamos que vamos. Comecei a fazer MMA porque eu tava fazendo muito jiu-jitsu e eu, estando em Vegas, é a capital da luta, e tinham várias pessoas que lutavam MMA, como a Claudinha Gadelha, a Valentina, várias outras pessoas que queriam que eu treinasse com elas pra fazer jiu-jitsu, e eu acabei ajudando eles e fiz um pouquinho de sparring com a Cláudia e peguei um murro na cara e falei, isso aqui é divertido, então eu comecei a fazer MMA mais por diversão, mas hoje a gente tá aqui e é isso. Eu acho que o que define o meu estilo de luta é que eu tô sempre indo pra frente, tô sempre buscando finalização ou nocaute ou TKO, tô sempre tentando finalizar a luta, sem medo pra cima e qualquer coisa pode acontecer a qualquer momento. Eu gosto de fazer vários hobbies, eu sou muito aleatória quando não tô treinando, eu gosto de atirar, eu gosto de fazer escalar, que é rock climbing aqui nos Estados Unidos, eu gosto de ficar na natureza, sair. Eu sou o tipo de pessoa que se você me chama pra qualquer tipo de rolê, eu tô dentro. Então isso faz com que a minha vida fique bem mais movimentada e quando não tem treino eu tô fazendo alguma coisa. Então nunca sem fazer nada. Eu acho que o que os fãs podem esperar de mim é muita brincadeira. Eu fiz fresquei com muitas pessoas, deixei elas bem emocionadas e E fiz muitas amizades também, e eu acho que foi muito eu mesma. Eu fui totalmente eu, e eu acho que vai ser muito legal dos fãs e de todo mundo ver quem eu realmente sou. Fora da luta também, na casa ou com os amigos e fazendo o pacote todo do Tufi. Eu acho que vai ser muito legal das pessoas verem. E aí, galera, aqui de Canuto, eu vou estar representando o Brasil. Vamos que vamos. Você ia fazer MMA porque eu tava fazendo...
She says she's from Manaus. I have another clip. Where's my other clip at? Maybe it's this one.
My name is Giovanna Canuto. I am 23 years old and I'm from Manaus, Amazonas, Brazil. I grew up in a small town in the Amazon. I had a very close...
Whoa. Is that Baby Shark? Let me go back.
My name is Giovanna Canuto.
Where was she training? Was she training with Melky Galval? Wait a second.
I am 23 years old and I'm from Manaus, Amazonas, Brazil. I grew up in a small town in the Amazon.
Wait a second. Oh no! Oh no! Oh no, Melky, no! Look at those people. We know some of these people. Look at these people right here. Oh snap! I never noticed that. I got it. Who else will pause the video for you people and talk about this stuff? If they do that, they get fired. I'm the only one that can do it. They can't fire me. That's Baby Shark right there. That's Mika Galval, and that's Fabricio Andre. That's crazy. Anything not police that sounds karaoke. Okay, well, Spirit of Justice. I pray to God Melky Galval didn't touch on that girl, please. God dang. Who else is finding this stuff for you people? God, dog. Oh no, that's the prime age too that Melky Galval probably would have he probably was taking a picture. Oh no. I'm hoping for the best, man. I'm hoping she wasn't involved in any of that. You never know, man. You never know, man. Shoo. God, dog.
Amazon. I had a very close relationship with my father. My dad's name is Francisco Canuto. Ever since I was very, very young, he wanted me to do ballet and he wanted me to finish school and become a doctor. But I wanted to do jiu-jitsu. In the beginning, he thought...
No, don't. Kids, go to school. She would have had a better life as a doctor. She would have had a better life as a doctor. Don't quit school to go all into jiu-jitsu, please. I'm begging you guys, don't quit school. I hope. You never know, man. You know, some of those girls had dads, you know. I don't know. Listen, how is that going to stop a predator? Sometimes the predators, yeah, I don't know about that one, man. Everybody thinks that won't happen to you if you have your parent close to your parents, but that could happen to anybody. It can still happen. That can still happen.
That I was just gonna do it for a little bit and then be done. And that eventually built up to him taking me to every single tournament that was in town. By the time I was 10 years old, I had like 170 medals. It was crazy. My name is Giovanna Canuto. I am...
Yeah, listen, y'all. Predators can get anywhere. It's like when you have chickens, you know, you got the chicken coop. You think the little fence is gonna stop some of these animals? Foxes. You gotta stop foxes, wolves, coyotes, birds of prey. You know how many animals trying to get your chickens? Yeah, it's man. Yeah, he was negotiating. He was negotiating with the other girl's dad. He was saying some crazy stuff too. He's like, "You guys, we can have it arranged so you guys can take me out." God, dog. That man's manipulative because he know nobody gonna shoot him really. Oh, talking about females. Sorry, ladies. Talking about the ladies. Talking about my ladies. We got Miss Simone Biles. Her husband never looked happy though. How you don't look happy when you catch a fish? Something's wrong over there. When you catch a fish, that's when people are the happiest.
I'm gonna try to catch lunch and dinner.
You fed me and got feed the village.
And we're also gonna see who catches the first
Sarah,
fish,
why she got her
the
girls
most
out?
fish, and the biggest fish.
Yep.
We headed down to the boat to meet with our guys from Real Catch. If you guys are in the San Pedro area and looking for a fish guide, hit them up.
Oh no, Sarah. Sarah's the representative for the ladies over here on the live stream. She got the cheeks out. Sarah would have had the fire stick. She would have shot him before she would have shot him before he could have set up the robbery or whatever, to make it look like it was a robbery. She would have shot him right there. All right, Sarah. Now I can't defend Simone Biles over here shaking. Now they're married. I ask you, what kind of married couple out here shaking like this?
They fight.
They're fighting you. They're going backwards.
They like, oh, there you go.
Oh, she barely caught any. Oh no.
Bad Bunny is our good luck charm. When we play Bad Bunny, we catch fish.
#2catch.
Yeah.
I be getting seasick out there. I need that Dramamine. Yeah, I'll probably get seasick with them waves. Don't let them bite you. Don't let them bite you. Don't let them bite you.
Well, I've caught tons of fish today, so now it's time to just be a girl on this boat. We have lunch, we have dinner. Let me show you guys.
They got that fresh fish right there. Some of you people ain't never had no fresh fish before. All you got, they don't cook it for you right there. You gotta cook it yourself.
Caught a lot of fish today. Caught a barracuda.
Mr. Marlin, what's up? We watching Simone Biles right now.
Got good lunch. Smash.
With the barracuda, we're gonna make fried fish fingers.
Comment, how do you think they should
Fried fish
grilled,
fingers with
blackened,
the
or fried?
barracuda. I ain't never ate no barracuda before. Wait a sec. Whoa. Have y'all ate barracuda before? I ain't think to eat no barracuda. Is that a fish people really eat? I want some grouper or something. Even though I do like grouper, they're some smart fish. I want some real fish. I don't want no barracuda. Mr. Marley, you ever ate barracuda willingly? Those things look scary.
Drove over to Rum Dog in our golf carts to have them prepare our fish because we heard that they'll cook our fish to perfection. And let me tell you, they weren't
steamed.
wrong. Blackened fillets,
Oh, they
whole
had it.
fish,
That looks
and
okay.
fish fingers. We're going fishing today, and we're going to try to catch lunch and dinner.
You feel me? You gotta feed the village.
Gigi Canuto.
And we're also...
We found she was training with, let's see if we can find it for you.
My name is Giovanna Canuto. I am 23 years old, and I'm from Manaus, Amazonas, Brazil. I grew up in a small town in the...
So Mr. Marlin, he a strong dad. But what we found, she trained with the Melky crew right here. So I was like, man, I hope nothing happened to her. You see some of the usual suspects or their kids. Mr. Marlin, he feels strongly about that topic. So, Baby Shark and Mika Gabal. Mr. Marlin probably met them when they looked like that too. Let's see where else. We got Lamine Yamal with his little brother. That kid too cool. You mean supporting the whole family over there, but shout out to him. That's some of your guys' favorite. That's probably your favorite soccer player right now. His little brother, I guess they're half brothers or something. I don't really understand it, but they love each other, We got King Ryan over here. He got some fast hands now. He's not my favorite boxer. Oh, did you? Okay, cool. Mr. Marlin know everybody, man, except for Jeff. I don't know how Mr. Marlin didn't meet Jeff. He got quick hands, but so when those YouTubers want to do boxing, I'm thinking, man, you guys ain't got no hands like this. Now he ain't fought in like a year or two, right? What Kevin on stage got to say?
Tough, because why would your mom have a hearing aid? Need a hearing aid?
Oh, let me go back.
You know, raising your parents is tough, because why would your mom have a hearing aid? Need a hearing aid? Not have the hearing aid in?
What are you talking about?
I'm talking about my mom not having a hearing aid in. You call her, I can't hear you. You ain't got your hearing aid in. Get the hearing aid in.
Who are you talking about? Oh, Ryan?
I'm tired of telling you stuff. You can't listen, and you don't listen because you can't hear. You can't listen if you can't hear. Even when you do hear, you don't listen. But you can't do either if you don't got the hearing aid in. Amen?
Ryan
You know, raising your parents is tough, because why would your mom have a hearing aid?
He said you got to raise your parents. You know, this lady got fired. You know, we already kind of watched this. She lost her nice six-figure job. They got rid of her.
Yeah.
And you know what? She was littering too. That's almost worse than still in the trash can is her littering. Her littering was worse than her still in the trash can. God dang. I think JP Morgan Chase been in trouble lately. You guys know we watching that Brazil game. Come on, y'all. We gotta watch that Brazil game later. So what are you doing this Wednesday? I want to see Neymar one more time. Neymar, come on, Neymar, get out there. We are going to talk about a Poirier. Don't worry, we'll get to Poirier. Vinny Jr. all day. Mr. Marlon, what about Indris? What's the kid's name? Not Anderson. Indris? Not Anderson. What's the kid's name? I can't remember the kid's name. The one that's on the bench. Everything here stopped for this game. It says my heart said World Cup match, but my bank account said FanFest. That sounds like me. They be sitting out there. That's where me and Jeff were. And now I didn't show it, but people were passing out. It was so humid. You know, if you're not used to that southern heat and humidity, people were passing out. And it was packed. It was so many people over there. It felt like a sardine. I think something about I guess they don't like him for some reason. They need to let him play. If they let Vinny Jr. play, they need to let him play. You need to use all your tools at your disposal. Let's see. It says when she's crashing out on you, but you still gotta go train. That's some of you guys.
Relationship. I've gone above and beyond for you, for us.
That's Mr. Marlon right there, packing his gear up.
I've picked your shit up off the floor. I've laid your clothes out for you like you were a 4-year-old. I support you. I supported you, your work.
You still gotta train.
If we have a dinner or anything, I make the plans. I take care of everything.
Don't argue with people before they go to train.
Any of it.
Don't argue with people before they go to training. Save the argument for after training.
Appreciate me.
You been through that, Mr. Marlon?
And all I want is for you to
You got the Mountain Valley, water too. You been through that, Mr. Marlon?
Our entire relationship.
Hey, you know The thing is, let people go and train. You need to train and, get your head right, that mess up your whole day. They trying to make you late, and then if you're late at Cobrina's, you gotta sit there on the side, looking sad on the side. I'm surprised Cabrina don't lock the door on y'all. If he was already black belt, he'd stay home with her. Nah, that's not true. You need to go train. Black belts the ones that need to train the most. Megan Fox, I bet you Mr. Marlon done met Megan Fox.
Like I said,
before.
I had my boobs done when I was 21 or 22. Then I had to have them redone very recently. I don't like surgery. My body does not react well to general anesthesia. When I had to go in for this set, I was like, look, if you're going to put me to sleep, if I'm going to be sick for 2 months from the general anesthesia, I was like, I better wake up with the biggest boobs you can fit in my body. And that is what he said he did. And they're not even that big. They're a 32D, which is not that big. They just look big on my body because my body's tiny.
Right.
But if he could have gone bigger, I would have had him go bigger because I don't like surgery. And the fact that I had to do it, I was like, I want a reward for the suffering I have to go through. I don't want to wake up with a full B cup. There's no fucking point in that. I'm not doing it.
Right. You want titties.
I wanted titties. I said, I don't care what's on trend. Give me 1990s stripper titties. That's what I want. And he did it. Like I said, I had my...
Dang, LA different over there. It's a different place over there. I am all for natural. Ladies, all natural. Natural hair, natural everything. Keep it natural. That's what I'm saying now. It's your body, your choice. But if you want to holler at me, all natural, that's fine. And don't come after me. You don't need tattoos either. All natural. Keep it natural. Keep everything natural. Now, Sarah's going to jump on me. Sarah is for sure 100% going to jump on me because I said natural. I want you the way you were born. You don't need no nose job. Dalek Natural News Network. Keep it natural. Keep it natural. That's all I'm asking for. Now, it's your body, your choice. You do whatever you want. She had surgery on her face. Yeah, she definitely, well, I don't know what she had. You probably know better than me. Spirit of Justice over there in Brazil, he probably seen everything. And those surgeries, you can lose your life in some of those surgeries. That BBL surgery might take you out of here. Liposuction, isn't that what happened to Kanye West's mom? And why was she getting cosmetic surgery? Listen, some of you don't need, just leave it alone. That cosmetic surgery might take you out of here. The mommy makeover, the liposuction, yeah, some of that might take you out of here. You leave it alone. Leave it alone. Now, the girls ain't gonna listen to us, Where's Sarah at? She's our delegate for the ladies. What's up, CP? Oh no, CP, I need to go over your video. I'm just gonna go over your video, CP. Sorry, CP. Let's go over CP's video, his acting debut. I'm asking, what am I just said, hey, be natural. I'm asking for too much. See, you can't win over here, guys. All I want is an Olympic gold medalist with no elbow fat that can cook and natural hair. That's easy. All right, let's watch CP. Where is CP at? All right, let's watch CP, y'all. CP can't hear, but he can watch. I'll tell you when CP gets on there. That's CP right there.
People of this park, hear me!
Let me give you.
Let it be known all across of this land and to all those within the sound of this bell. A gathering is coming.
Look at CP.
A gathering
looking all
of
serious.
the chosen. OT shall be there! Sidwell shall be there! Chosen Performance shall be there! Kavasepmil shall be there! DMB shall be there! Hoasen shall be there!
That's me filming right
Music shall flow!
Live streaming it.
Culture shall breathe! And garments of great power shall be available for reasonable prices.
Wait, is this a pop-up?
It is a convergence. Hear me well. He who does not come will spend the remainder of the season in great regret.
Great regret?
CP. CP.
Great
CP.
regret.
What does that even mean?
Come, and you will not need to ask.
CP. CP.
Sure.
CP, you make a good villain, bro. Summer pop-up event. 27th of June. Come through. Regret nothing. CP, you make a good villain, bro. CP, he sold me on. CP, I'm gonna pause it on CP. CP make a good villain in a kids movie. He looks like the developer in the kids movie that's gonna take over the town. CP, why you look like a villain? CP, he look like the investment, the private equity guy that's gonna buy out the home business in the Hallmark video. CP, oh, CP make a good villain, man, and CP's a good guy, but he make a good villain. Oh, Mr. Marl, I just saw your message. I'll have to read it a little bit later. What's up, Mush? Yeah, CP, look at, and you know Mush can act too. We need to get you guys. We'll do a little video or something. All right, where were we? We talked about OnlyFans. We talked about the girl from got fired from her job, still in the trash can. That's terrible, right there. For all the reasons to lose your job, still in the trash can was the worst one. We still got to talk about Poirier. Don't worry. We got Mush over here. Let's look at some judo, real fast.
Some of these. Bah! 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 Bah!
So Lee, what does an Ippon sound like?
Some of these. Bah! 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 Bah!
That's what it sounds like. You know when you get thrown in the pyramid or somewhere, that thing be loud. You ever get thrown in the pyramid? Oh, bro, it'd be so loud. Your girlfriend tossed the shit out of which one? Abe Uta? Or one of my French girls. I got girls all over the place, really.
Hello.
Abe Uta? Okay, we need to see that.
I'm Joshua Yang. I represent the United States in the minus 60 kilogram category. My goal in judo is to become a world champion. An Olympic athlete that I admire is Bao from the Republic of Korea. If I had to describe the Olympic spirit in one word, I think it would be project. Hello, I'm Joshua Yang.
He said USA Judo is a project. Is that what he said? I missed the last part. He is one of the up and coming guys, like him and Yonezuka. Where can I find Abe Uta? Did she post it, Mush? That's Tony. We were watching Tony observing his technique to make sure it was appropriate. This is Mush's girlfriend. That ain't my girlfriend. That's Mush's girlfriend. Is this the one? 5 days ago?
Oh, that was a thumping
Is that the one, Mush?
She walked on tonight. That was a heavy.
Bro, I cannot watch judo on YouTube, bro. They be ready to take me out of there. She should have done that at the Olympics, though. Oh, that's nice, bro. Maki Komi. What throw was that, Mush? What throw was that? Yeah, they said, bro, the internet be going down. It's been a minute, but you know, back in the day, the live stream would go black. They would take me out of here. Nah, this is Mush's girl, man. All right. Look, he even gave her some flowers. Look at Mush being romantic. She okay. She all right. Who? All right. You know I like Yui Sasaki. Uh-oh. Look, she like that tropical vibe. That's how she be looking at Mush. Hey, Mr. Marlon. We got Ronaldinho versus Pele's. Ronaldinho's son versus Pele's grandson.
Here's the difference between Pele's grandson and Ronaldinho's son. Everything starts with how they see football. Something inherited, but interpreted in completely different ways. Arthur Pele, 19 years old and Pele's grandson, currently plays at youth level. For him, football is joy and art. His idol is Ronaldinho, and you can clearly see it in his style. Arthur plays with freedom. Constant dribbles, technical touches, pure creativity. He moves like Ronaldinho. Unpredictable, bold, and magical. He doesn't focus much on stats or trophies. What matters to him is expression, entertaining the crowd, and enjoying the game. On the other side, there's Leondinho, 18 years old, the son of Ronaldinho. His idol is Neymar, and his style reflects that. Speed, power, dribbling ability, and efficiency. Leon represents a more competitive version of football. He plays to win, to score, and to make the difference in key moments. Every move he makes is focused on performance and impact. One sees football as a dance. The other sees it as a mission. One chooses creativity and freedom. The other chooses efficiency and results. But in the end, they share one thing: a massive legacy, a heavy name, and a passion inherited from two legends of Brazilian football. Here's the difference between Pele.
It's crazy what they can do with that football. Pele's grandson just chilling on the beach. Yeah. They say he plays for the youth team. You know, Raph is going to Georgia again, not the state of Georgia, the country of Georgia. So that's gonna be good. You're gonna have Sider versus Edulayev. So this is an old school matchup. Okay, that's gonna be good, man. Cejudo versus whatchamacallit? What's that guy's name? I can't remember the other guy's name. But it should be good. Should be good. You know, for some reason, Oprah's been talking about Whitney Houston. I don't know why she even brought this up. It says Whitney Houston's estate denies Oprah's claim. You know, they've been going at it lately. I'm not sure why. Let's see. Gigi Canuto, we've been talking about her a lot. You know, she's on that Ultimate Fighter show. Oh, she look like she ready to scrap. Uh-oh. She ready to scrap. These Brazilian ladies. These Brazilian ladies ready to punch you. Is this the girl that beat Margot? Hey. Oh, this is some other girl. Who is this? This is Mush's other girlfriend. That's a nice looking gem. Hey. All right, as much as an ex-girlfriend. We got Mr. Judah Harris. This kid be playing football and wrestling. That's why these judo guys be so strong. They be doing other sports. Jiu-jitsu people don't even want to do strength and conditioning.
That world, what did you learn last year that you can take into this year?
You got to be a lot more technical. Fight hard, be technical. They're gonna come at you hard. You got to be ready for everything.
What part of your judo are you most proud of today?
Winning. That's always the biggest accomplishment for me. When I come out here every time, winning is the most proudest thing I could be capable of doing.
What does it feel like to represent the U.S. on the world stage?
It feels amazing. Not many people can say they've done the things I have. I feel blessed in the position I am today.
How are you going to celebrate your home?
I'm going to go get some steak.
And last, who do you want to give a shout out to?
I'd like to give out to my coaches. My dad specifically, he helped get me ready. My coach, my sensei, all the people that helped me get rehab.
I think the next generation is going to be pretty good, man. Says New Orleans man becomes the first in Louisiana functionally cured of sickle cell disease. Wow. Mikey with Andrew Tackett right there. Okay. Craig doing something. What's Craig doing? He always on somebody's rooftop. All right, shout out to him. Says meet one of America's most exciting black belts, Mr. Elijah Dorsey, homegrown talent. Known as Big Breakfast for his high energy style and personality, consistent podium threat in middleweight and lightweight divisions with a strong guard passing and finishing ability. Standout results, first in Europeans, first ADCC East Coast trial, strong showing at 2026 Pans and other majors. Homegrown American success story from white to black belt. Why he stands out? Explosive. Why they always put explosive around people like that? He is explosive. I wouldn't characterize Elijah as explosive. You know, when I see his style, I would say, you know, very strong top game, very good submissions. You know, arm bars in particular. Passing, very dynamic passing. I wouldn't say explosive. Very dynamic passing, outside passing. How about we use like some actual words that people can actually find? You know, very great balance. You don't see too many people with that good of a balance, like physical balance. Like, you know, it's hard to sweep him. And very just good match awareness. You know, he can something he does well is, you know, when it's crunch time, he actually performs high, very well under pressure. So you don't have to put explosive. Why is that the first thing you list? A well-rounded game. He is more top focused. He does have a bottom game, but I would say he's more top oriented. Highlight real submissions. That's true. Represents the best of TLI coaching system. Competes at the highest level in both gi and no gi, while staying active on the seminar circuit and community events. He's the future of American Jiu-Jitsu. He is one of the outlets of American Jiu-Jitsu. It's always evolving. A true inspiration, technical, tough, and dedicated. Who's your favorite rising American grappler? Who would be my, you know, I guess you got to put Jalen Financier because they're not considering him as Filipino. Jalen, who else would be a top American? Cole Abate. Nolan Stewart. There's not that many Americans at black belt. Now there's lower belts, you know, purple, brown. There's some American people, but most of those guys ain't gonna do nothing at black belt, really, you know. I believe that one kid that's 20 that plays half guard is American too. I could be wrong. Let's see. What's Tom Holland eating? Will, thank you. Yeah, thank you. Is he American or Trey knows more of the Americans than I do. But you know, once they get the black belt, it kind of gets a little scarce up there.
Why? Depends on the quality. Let
me play that one more time.
Nutrition is simple.
Hawaii?
Coffee is a superfood in my eyes.
I
if
guess
you
if
do
we
it
go
right.
by Hawaiian, then,
Why? Depends on the quality. When you drink it, you need a little bit of this in milk.
If we go by Hawaiian, then I guess you got to throw. What's the kid's name? What's the kid's name? He always fights like Gianni Grippo. Keenan. Keenan. I don't know if we throw Keenan in there. I'm saying up and coming people. What's the kid's name from Cicernos? And I'll throw the I'm talking about young people. Yeah, I'll throw Cicernos is kind of getting up there too. There's probably some other American people. I believe the Funegras, are they American? I don't know where they're from. What's the kid, the something Tran from AOJ? Yeah, there's a lot of American kids that are coming up. But I'm more so thinking about when they hit black belt. There's some up and coming people. Trey would know better than me for sure.
Coffee is a superfood in my eyes, if you do it right. Why? Depends on the quality. When you drink it, you need a little bit of this in milk. Superfood as well. I think it's good for us. It's good for our stomach. It's good for our skin. It's good for our bones and muscles. That's why I drink it. We have some eggs, and I think I just got delivered bread now. Sourdough. Just doing the simplest way of cooking eggs.
Yeah, JP Tran, yeah. Mikey Whelan.
Perfect. No one can do it better than this. I'm super happy. I expected only milk.
JT's got a couple
and we
good
went
kids.
out with a lot of steak, milk, and honey.
Good kids.
So perfect.
Technically,
You need local honey, local raw honey.
Achilles Hosha and Jasmine
Perfect.
Hosha, they American.
There's little bit fried rice, egg fried rice, little bit sea bass, asparagus.
Yeah, Europe.
Simple. Nutrition is simple. I love food, and I said it before. I live to eat food, no matter what happens in the day. This is the best moment. By the way, I think for the cameras, I think you see we eat with our hands.
That's what we normally do.
Nutrition is simple.
Yeah, Europe's coming up. The thing with Europe, they actually, especially, I'll say like Norway. That's where Holland is from. Denmark, Sweden. Some of these countries, they have like national teams. So, unless you train at AOJ, you kind of own your own. But if you come from some of these countries, they have a national team. They have resources. They'll make training for you specifically. If you go to Sweden, those guys be cross-training. Guys like Tariq and Tommy Langecker, they be fighting. Now, you're going to fight a lot. You're going to fight each other a lot, but they'll cross-train. You don't really see that too much. That would be like Mika Gaval cross-training with Tynan or someone like on a regular basis. So they do tend to cross-train, and they have a lot of tournaments, local tournaments that are cheap. They have cheaper local tournaments that you can do. If you want to compete in America, you got to pay $100. You want to do IBJF, $160. When you go to Europe, you can compete for $60. And there's local tournaments. You can pop over to the next country. You want to do a local tournament over there. And then, so you have more support. You have more local tournaments. You have like Europeans really brings a lot of people there. You get a lot of diversity too. In America, usually, you compete in your state, and then, okay, some of you guys never compete in other states. You might do the Open next to in your city, your state, but you won't do the New York Open. You won't do the Vegas Open. You won't do DC, Maryland Open. You won't do Seattle Open. Sarah says you need to go to Europe. Yeah, you'd be okay over there. Yeah. And you know what? People over there, when I was over there, people actually train. I'm here in America. When I was in Europe, people wanted to train. Couldn't wait to go. It's cheaper too. It's cheaper to afford training over there. But people wanted to roll. They wanted to compete. I didn't have to force people to compete. Now, when I'm over here, even to get black belts to compete, shout out to my homie Steve, I gotta pull people's arms and legs. Yo, come on, let's compete. I'll do it with you. Blah blah blah. Let's try it. You gotta hold people's hands. They crying. They don't want to compete. They don't want to train there either. Yeah, people don't want to train. Yeah, people don't want to train. And in other places, people hungry for training. You know, when I go to Europe, that's why Europe, they have more. When you come to America, there's like no camps. There's no like, there's really nothing that happens. Maybe there's a seminar or something, but when you go to Europe, that's why they be doing camps, training camps all the time over there. They be doing little training camps. Even if it's in the town, they'll do like a training camp for a couple of days. They'll bring people down. They'll invest in those other countries. They'll invest in seminars. They'll invest. Okay, let's have you over here. You're gonna go over there, do that. Here in America, you can't even get to a seminar. And nobody show up to your seminar here in America, but you go to Europe or somewhere, people like, that's like an event. I remember one time I met the mayor of the city. I did a seminar in France. I met the mayor of the city. That was crazy. The mayor of the city came down for the seminar. He's like, what is this? That was crazy. You go over here, you can't even get the white belts to sign up for your seminar. And then they jump on Reddit and ask if your seminar is worth it. But when you go to Europe, people they're like, oh my God, I'm a huge fan. You know, the martial arts culture is different over there. Yeah, people, they see it for what it's worth. You know, here in America, they are paying client. You know, what can you do for them? They're not your student here in America. You are there. You know. You are employed by the students here in America, but when you go other places, they like, oh, there's still some, it's a little bit different, you know. I'm not saying they worship you over there, but, you know, they treat you with some respect. You traveled, hey, they respect that you traveled all the way over there. Over here in America, they be treating you like crap over here sometimes. You know how many times the only places people try to get me to teach for free here in America. They won't even give you gas money over here in America. They want everything for free. You go to Europe, people happy to pay you. Oh, you're in town, Alec? Okay, come down. We'll throw a seminar for you. I can't even set up a seminar in most of these places. I gotta pull people's legs and their teeth. Some black belts think that reflects poorly on their academy if they don't do well. Sometimes, but listen. You know, if you want to do well, you just need to train. So if you guys don't train, like say Sarah wanted to compete and she wasn't training for the last month or two, she ain't doing no tournament for my gym. But if you're training hard, you know, you earn the right to go out there and represent the academy. But if you shout out to Iron Horse, because sometimes we got crazy people that don't train and they're like, I want to register for the tournament. We're like, bro, stop it. We had to give people some reality because they think they're going to go out there and do something. You ain't trained. So as long as you're training, you can go out there. But if you're not training, you're not rolling. Most of you people be skipping rolls too. Most of you people be skipping rolls. I know. I can see what you guys are doing. But I haven't really had that issue in Europe too many times. Yeah, most people go to roll. They be out there fighting too hard. You have to tell them to chill. You hear in America, people be sitting out the roll. They don't want to. People in America be complaining about the warm up, bro. What can I say? They can't even warm up. I didn't pay for this. And you know you need a general amount of fitness and strength to do most of the techniques. Let me stop. I'm getting riled up.
Most people think the first student of judo was a man. It wasn't. Jigoro Kano's first student was actually his older sister, Katsuko Kano, and her story reveals something many martial artists don't know about the history of judo. Long before judo was created, women in Japan were already training in martial arts. In Japan's north region, the Date domain was known for its strong martial culture. Historical records describe a region where martial arts instruction was widespread, with hundreds of instructors teaching various fighting systems. Nearly every samurai man and woman received training in bujutsu. So when Jigoro Kano began developing what would become Kodokan Judo in the 1880s, the idea of women training wasn't new to him. After returning home from his jujutsu lessons, Kano would teach techniques to his older sister, Katsuko. According to historical accounts, she became the first person he ever taught. Years later, Kano remained a strong supporter of women in judo. He famously said, "If you really want to understand judo, watch the women train." That's a remarkable statement coming from the founder of judo during the late 19th century and early 20th century. Women's participation in judo wasn't an afterthought. It was there from the very beginning. If you're looking for on and off the mat, PJJ.
Oh wow! Shout out to that. I didn't know that. It says NCAA D1 cabinet approves age-based eligibility model.
D1 college wrestlers will now have 5 opportunities to compete at the NCAA tournament. That's right. 5 years of eligibility has been approved. I'm going to break down some of the most important details for you right now. Been rumored to happen for a while, and today NCAA unanimously voted to approve this new age-based eligibility model. And so what this means for incoming freshmen next season, every incoming freshman will get 5 years of eligibility, 5 opportunities to compete in the postseason. Regular red shirts, gone. Medical red shirts, gone. You get 5 years to compete. What does this mean for existing college athletes? Well, they can do one of two things. If they've never redshirted, they now get 5 years of eligibility. But they can also choose to opt into the old eligibility rules. If they have redshirted or if they have a medical redshirt, they can still be grandfathered into those old rules. There's also questions around when does that 5-year window start? And again, there's 2 options here. The first is the academic year after a wrestler turns 19. And so in wrestling, it's pretty common. You get held back when you're in 7th or 8th grade to give you that extra advantage. And then you're 19 when you're a senior. Well, those wrestlers will still have 5 years to compete. Their clock starts that academic year after they turn 19. The second option is for those younger wrestlers that might want to defer their eligibility a year. If you graduate when you're 17, or even if you're 18,
sounds too complicated.
You can defer eligibility a year, and your 5-year window starts when you enroll in college. So obviously this is huge news, a ton of storylines surrounding this. I'm sure you guys have more questions. Let us know in the comments if you want us to answer any more questions or clarify anything. But I think maybe the biggest news out of this is that Carter Strachey, he's currently the only 5-time NCAA champ ever. We thought he was going to be the only one ever, but there's going to be another one. Let us know who you think is going to be the next NCAA 5-time champion.
So before the red shirt, say you got injured, you could red shirt and defer that year. So some kids, some of your favorite wrestlers, really, what they do, they get held back. Their parents will hold them back in 7th or 8th grade. That's what he said. And that way they're bigger and stronger than the kids in that year. So that's what happened to RBY. He didn't go to school for 1 year. They didn't even hold him back. He just skipped school for 1 year. And then they be out there tearing up the little kids. So sometimes, you're that age gap can make a difference. 7, a 10-year-old versus 11-year-old or 12-year-old or 9-year-old versus a 10-year-old. There's a big difference. So it's always just to get a competitive advantage. What does Raph have to say?
I don't know about you guys, but I get sick of when people tell you that jiu-jitsu is not going to make it on TV. Now, myself and a select number of my friends and some allies and even some people I don't know have been working their asses off to see jiu-jitsu try to make it bigger. The whole key is going to be if it works on television. And some of these things work and some are in its infancy. So rather than hearing all the excuses as to why it's not going to work, I'd love to hear, for once, people tell me why they think jiu-jitsu will work on TV. Because guess what? It's easy to tell us why it's not going to work. But if you're saying that it's not going to work, you overlook the deals that other sports that are not as exciting as we are still make it. You can't convince me that billiards or pool or bowling, as awesome as they are
millions of
are more deserving than we are.
That play those.
That's my
sports,
challenge to you today.
Hobbies.
Tell me why in the comment section jiu-jitsu will work on TV.
Those sports, bowling. I mean, that's sponsorship all day right there. You can get sponsors all day in that bowling or billiards, and they be doing some cool things. Even someone watching for the first time could be like, "Oh, that was cool. Hit the split pins. If you hit that, that's amazing." Or you do a cool billiards trick or something. That's amazing. Raph says, everybody likes to say why jiu-jitsu won't work on TV. Let me zoom in for my visually impaired people. I'd like to hear why you think it will work. If you pay attention to TV, you know that other sports have media deals that help elevate their product. So instead of reciting the same cliche nonsense, tell me your reason why you think it will work. Brandon McCatherine says, it's going to work. Watch this. Train Angry says, solid storylines, more serious competitors, and you're going to love this one. Content creators. Our sport has a solid group of creators that make it fun. Who's making it fun for us? MMA has a handful. We have well in the hundreds. PGF would be the first, in my opinion, to make the jump if and when it happens. It just makes sense. Very consumer friendly. I don't know if PGF would be. Is PGF consumer friendly? Now, I do like some of the rules. Jiu-jitsu, I don't think grappling. The best grappling sport for entertainment is sumo. Does anybody debate me on that one? I think sumo is the ultimate grappling entertainment for TV and in general. The matches are short. Simple rules, easy to understand. You see some, and you know what? They got some humongous people. There's no weight classes, so you can get your mismatches out the way. It's got the customs and the history and money. They get money, and I think sumo's got it, bro. You're not really. Honestly, we should be copying sumo if we could figure out how to do that. It's just jiu-jitsu is too complicated. I just hate to say it. It's too complicated. And wrestling, they almost got wrestling out of there. Remember when Jordan Burroughs had to say wrestling in 2012? And judo, they had to change. They gotta keep changing the rules of judo. They had to take the leg grabs out and all the cool stuff out of there. So, I'm not sure how to make. We probably need to add a ball or something to make the sport more palatable. Especially here in America, we got to make it like American football if we want it to be popular. Put some pads on. If you put some pads on, make them grapple maybe, and there's a ball, grapple ball, something like that. I don't know. I don't get paid to come up with this stuff. Let's see. Where were we? Lovato Jr. enters the BJJ Stars Absolute Master GP Grand Prix as the only American on the field. Shout out to BJJ Stars. They ain't got no Americans. It says Mooney Long reveals she underwent double lung transplant after being given 1 week to live. Jesus. Grammy winning singer. She went through one too. Oh, wow. And, some of these people, yeah. And Ben Askren said, screw that. I'm going to wrestle some more. Kane Ikeda, that's the girl that beat Margot. I need to watch that match and see what happened right there. It says, where would you stop?
I'm not going to hold you. Anywhere from E to G is just for me. That's a fact. I could do any one of those. Now, anything before D, that's not done. That one might not be done either. I'm not going to hold you.
Where Danny Chop at?
If you do H,
he likes some,
or I,
some wings.
I don't want to see you at the cookout. Don't even bring your wings. Why would you even think you can cook on the wings? That's my thing. If you can't make wings, don't go in the kitchen. It's a thing you should be able to do. I'm not going to hold you. Anywhere from E to G is just for me. That's a fact. I could do any one of those. Now, anything before D, that's not done. That one might not be done either.
I could do.
But if you do H,
I could do I
or I.
I could do H or I.
I don't want to see you at the cookout. Don't even bring your wings. Why would you even think you can cook on the wings?
I could eat those still. You know, Bia Mosquito won her fight, and that's Leticia Ribeiro right there. Shout out to her. That's also one of one of the coaches of Penny Thomas too. All right, shout out to Gracie Humaita. All right, let's see. I think I had some updates on this, and we'll jump off of here. I think where was I? I think I saw this girl. I think I saw this girl the other day.
No.
Yeah. Oh, I seen this girl. I saw this girl. I saw that girl at the FIFA. I saw that lady.
And it's saying no.
Yeah, I saw that lady at the fan festival. Yeah. She look like she be smoking hookah on the after when she gets off her off duty. She be at the club. I seen her at the club. I'm joking. She like, all right, you're the 500th dude to hit on me today. We got Gigi Canuto. That's how Penny Thomas was.
What? Just a grappler, huh? Just a grappler.
She was sounding kind of
What? Just a grappler, huh? Just a grappler.
She said she not just a grappler. God, dog. You know her boyfriend don't talk back to her. her boyfriend just gotta do whatever she says. I don't know if I really want to see anything on Reddit. Let's see. I'm about ready to tap out, y'all. Someone said one championship is losing me as a fan, and one inner circle sealed the deal. I followed one for years, and it used to be my favorite promotion by a mile. It felt different. While the UFC was all about trash talk and selling personalities, one let the fights do the talking. Fighters carried themselves with respect, and the whole product felt aligned with actual values of Muay Thai and martial arts. It stood out. It felt refreshing. That's what makes the current direction so frustrating. Now they're putting kids up there trash talking like they're in the UFC, cringe call-outs, manufactured beef, teenagers acting like they're Conor McGregor. That's the exact thing one used to be the antidote to, and they're abandoning the identity that made them special. The Muay Thai events themselves just don't hit the same anymore. The matchmaking feels less competitive, and the quality has dropped off. And now they've launched One Inner Circle, a monthly subscription to watch their content for a product that's been going downhill. Not a chance. Why would I pay monthly for something I'm already enjoying less for free? It feels like monetizing a declining product and hoping fans don't notice. This is what all your major corporations do. They just need to add some AI to it, and then they can get $1 trillion. Or maybe this is Chaudhary trying to get fans to fund all those bonuses he's been handing out so freely. Meanwhile, RWS, I don't know, RWS, what is that? Real Muay Thai, proper atmosphere, fighters who show up to fight, no drama, no gimmicks, just a sport. I never heard of this One Inner Circle. Can we find that? I don't know what that is. RWS is kickboxing? Okay. I can't find the One Inner Circle, yeah. They just want more of your money, for sure. Alrighty. I thought this was pretty interesting. You know, I got a lot of truck fans over here. It says Toyota and Nissan admit their American-made vehicles aren't up to the Japanese standard. God dang. We kind of knew that already, though. It says Japanese buyers are not used to buying new cars that might have thin paint, panel gaps, or leftover residue. So you guys, got your Tacoma and your Frontier, they be falling apart. It's an embarrassing twist of fate. American-made vehicles imported to Japan from Toyota and Nissan come with a notice for buyers. The quality might not be up to par with what Japanese buyers expect. Oh, why they make it then? Why they make something? Because it's cheap. Why make something you're not proud of, Japanese people? Last year, USA President Donald Trump signed a trade agreement that opened the island nation to U.S.-made vehicles. Toyota and Nissan are now shipping the American-made Tundra, Highlander, and Murano. Japan can't even you can't even drive a Tundra on a Japanese street. You gotta get stuck. The street can't handle that Tundra on there. It says, but they might have defects domestic buyers aren't used to seeing. The notice on the Murano states that this vehicle manufactured to specification intended for overseas markets and differs in quality standards applied to vehicles destined for the Japanese domestic market. Why sell us these cars then? Why sell these cars that you won't even sell to your own people? The notice continues stating that the SUV may have dust particles in the paint, traces of sealant residue, and misaligned or uneven panels and gaps. Thankfully, Nissan notes these differences do not affect the vehicle's functionality or performance, just its resale value. Toyota has a similar warning on the Tundra and Highlander. Can we find that? I want to see a picture of that. Oh, we can't read Japanese. They got warning when you buy it on the sticker. There's a warning on there. Dang, why are you selling this vehicle then? Look, they said, okay, gap right there, paint missing. Okay, that's not cool. Why sell it then, Toyota? You built it. Toyota has similar warnings on the Tundra and Highlander, stating that the paint finishes are designed for overseas markets, so lesser quality for us, and that customers may notice thin paint, visual variations, polishing marks, and dents. Both automakers also warn buyers that several features might not work in Japan or haven't been homologated, such as the Murano's instrument cluster and infotainment display. The Nissan only offers English, Spanish, and French. They don't even offer Japanese on there. That sounds pretty terrible. Let me read some comments about that. That's pretty terrible. It says, so American customers are basically paying premium prices for cars that Japanese manufacturers openly warn Japanese customers about. It says, yep, because regulating companies and corporations is somehow communist in America. Someone says, this has nothing to do with regulations. American manufacturing facilities just aren't as good as those in Japan. Aren't they owned by the Japanese? They set up those facilities. Americans generally just have lower standards both for the work they do and for what they will accept in a product they buy. True, while American regulations are generally inferior, I agree that that's not the driving issue. It's cultural difference. No, I don't know if that's cultural. Is it cultural? Maybe it is cultural, but if you own something overseas, you need to have the same quality as domestically. It says, meanwhile, the American worker in a Japanese factory approaches work differently than the Japanese workers. The difference in approach. No, why is it different? Why is it different? Let's see. We'll move on now. What else we got? It says the tragic life of a martial arts prodigy. Let's see if we can watch this for a little bit. And this is about Roger Gracie. Some of you don't know who Roger Gracie is. He's kind of like the man before Hickson. You know, he cross-trained.
Hey everyone. As a huge fan of MMA, I've been going back and learning about all the legends of the sport I love, and I want to bring you guys along with me. So today, we're finding out who is... In the history of mixed martial arts, some legends are remembered for what they achieved, but others are remembered for what they might have become. Roger Gracie belongs to that second group. He was considered by many to be the most naturally gifted fighter of his generation, a prodigy who respected the Gracie system but refused to be limited by it. And by the time the world finally caught up with his ideas, he was already gone.
That's from the 70s right there.
Roger Gracie was born in Rio de Janeiro in 1951, under unusual circumstances.
Are you part of Roger Gracie?
According to later family accounts, his biological father, Carlos Gracie, held an unconventional belief that sex should primarily serve one purpose only: procreation. Carlos was deeply committed to expanding the Gracie dynasty, and when his second wife refused to have more children, he saw...
All right, so I don't support most of what the Gracies, especially Carlos and Helio, are up to, but we do like Roger Gracie, but we'll keep playing. It's a different time period, and not all, even still, some of that stuff we can't defend.
To continue that mission elsewhere. He began an affair with a young Italian flight attendant. That resulted in holes. But because holes had been born outside of Carlos's marriage, Carlos's wife refused to welcome the child into their household. This left the family with a difficult problem, and the solution came from Carlos's younger brother, Helio Gracie. At the time, Helio and his wife were unable to have children of their own. So when Holes was just 4 months old, they stepped in and took custody of him. Soon after, Helio began having biological children of his own, ironically, with the family nanny. His firstborn son was Horion Gracie, followed closely by Helson, and then Hickson. That meant that Holes grew up alongside Helio's son,
mom was
not
the
simply
nanny.
as their cousin, but effectively as their older brother. From the beginning, Holes existed between the two branches of the Gracie family, and in time, he would also find himself caught between the two different versions of what Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu could become. Holes began training almost as soon as he could walk, and from an early age, it became clear that he was different. He was naturally athletic, hyperactive, and fiercely competitive. He threw himself into any sport or activity that tested him physically. But Holes wasn't just training, he was also competing. From childhood, he entered tournaments and began winning major youth trophies. And by age 11, he was already helping out at the Gracie Academy after school.
So Helio was married. Helio was married,
to the United States.
I think
Because
he was
she
already
worked for an
married.
Airline, Holes was able to
Because they
travel
thought their mom was
frequently.
was the wife,
Brazil and America,
and it was
also
the
visited Europe
African
before
African
reaching
nanny.
adulthood.
That's why Helson and
Exposure
Hickson
would prove to be
so dark
important,
skinned.
because Holes grew up with a wider view of the world compared to other young fighters around him. And the more he saw, the less satisfied he became with simply inheriting the family system. His father Carlos and his uncle Helio largely believed that Gracie Jiu-Jitsu was already perfect and needed no outside influence. But Holes could see a problem. What happened when the opponent was not only larger, but also technically skilled? Helio's famous fight with Masahiko Kimura already showed that size, combined with technical skill, created a very different kind of problem. And instead of pretending that those gaps didn't exist, Holes went searching for answers. By the early 1970s, Holes had begun looking beyond the traditional Gracie system. He started training in judo, multiple forms of wrestling, and sambo. But most importantly, he sought out some of the most innovative grappling minds of the era. One such figure was Osvaldo Alves, a renowned judoka and future 9th degree Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu red belt. Long before he became to be one of the sport's great innovators, Alves had grown up near the Gracie Academy in Copacabana. As a child, he often walked past the academy carrying his kimono on his way to judo class, sometimes stopping to speak with the Gracie children. Eventually, Hasten Gracie invited him inside. From there, Alves grew up studying jiu-jitsu with the Gracies.
Henzo's dad? That's Henzo's dad that gave Bolsonaro the black belt.
Him inside. From there, Alves grew up studying jiu-jitsu with the Gracies, while also training judo, which was an unusual combination at the time. And after spending 5 intense years training in Japan, he returned to Brazil with a deeper understanding of grappling mechanics, conditioning, and positional control. But when he tried to share his knowledge, much of the Gracie family remained reluctant to embrace outside influence. However, Hasten knew that Holes was continuously questioning the limitations of the Gracie system, so he introduced Holes to Alves. Holes immediately recognized the value in what Alves had brought back from Japan, and Holes and Osvaldo began a period of intense private cross-training. Alves introduced Holz to brutal, sport-specific Japanese conditioning systems, and together they lifted weights, ran miles, did hill sprint sequences, and engaged in endless
always been
kind of
up to date on the
and Holz would soon get a
stuff.
chance to test his newly acquired techniques in conditioning. Around 1972, when Holz was roughly 20 years old, Sergio Iris was Colson Gracie's top student and one of the most feared fighters in Rio. After defeating Carly Gracie, some began to question whether Colson's heavyweight student had surpassed even the Gracie family themselves. Holz took that suggestion personally. He spent weeks preparing like a professional athlete before going to Colson's gym and challenging Sergio.
He's let me get
According
ready.
to later accounts, Holz used his newly expanded game to dominate and submit Sergio. And with that victory, Holz was no longer simply the family prodigy. He became the new standard, and his improvements did not go unnoticed. Holz's transformation quickly caught the attention of the younger Gracies. Hickson, Carlos Jr. and others began seeking out Alves' knowledge as well. And in 1974, Holz began sharing academy space with his older brother Colson Gracie. It was the perfect environment for him. Colson had already pushed jiu-jitsu towards aggression, conditioning, and competition.
They used to share
and
the
Holz
gym.
took that evolution
So Carlson
even
Gracie
further.
had his own team.
Around him gathered a group of young fighters who would
Holz
help
had his
shape
own
the
team, so
future
they would
of
just
the
share the
sport,
space.
including Hickson Gracie, Hoyler Gracie, Carlos Gracie Jr., Mauricio Gomez, and Homero Jacare Calvacante.
That's my coach right there.
Holz was more than just a coach. To many of his students, he became known as the guru, because he was not simply teaching technique, he was teaching mindset. Study everything, test yourself, keep what works, and never allow tradition to become an excuse for stagnation. In 1975, Holz would get a chance to demonstrate what him and his team had been working on. A local karate school had publicly called out the Gracies, proposing a school versus school challenge to prove that karate was the superior martial art. The Gracies accepted and arrangements quickly began. The matter would be settled at the Gracie
Traditional
Academy
karate has
under
grappling
Judo
in it
rules.
too.
The karate instructor would face the family champion, who was Holz, and his
Like
4
takedowns and
students would
stuff like
face
that.
4 representatives from the Gracie team. But the karate school had one deal-breaker condition. The fight had to take place on solid tiled ground, no mats. Their logic was simple. As everyone knows, jiu-jitsu doesn't work on the streets, where there are no soft mats to protect the grappler. Unfortunately for the karate team, this story isn't about them, and the karate master and his 4 students would soon be getting slammed onto the hard ground.
Oh no.
The challenge consisted of 5 separate fights, and as each fight began, the same pattern kept repeating. In the first fight, a teenage Carlos Gracie Jr. hit a judo throw, sending his opponent crashing into the floor.
You know Carlos
He
Gracie
immediately
Jr. of
moved
Gracie
into the mount
Baja.
and began throwing punches until his opponent gave up his back, allowing Carlos to secure
They had
a rear
Herb
naked
Dean
choke
was
and
the
finish
referee
fight.
back then.
In the second fight, Horion Gracie stepped
every referee
up.
was Herb
He
Dean back
maintained
then.
the distance,
You
shot
guys
into
know
the
Horion?
clinch, and forced a takedown. He immediately moved into the mount, controlled the karate practitioner as he bucked wildly.
Yeah, my first time watching
before
it.
sinking in a collar choke and putting him to sleep.
These some old videos.
The third
Can you
fight
find
played
it?
out
This
much
is
the same
VHS
way.
from
Helson
Balaya's
Gracie hit a judo throw.
archive.
Which hurt the
This is
karate
from
student
Balaya's
before
archive.
he even landed a punch. He then moved into Neon Belly and began letting loose. And as
This
the
looks
karate
like some
student raised
old
his arm
footage.
to
This some
defend
old
himself,
footage.
Helson swiftly
Mr.
transitioned
Marlon,
into
this
a
what kind of
beautiful
camera was
armbar and
this?
finished the fight. In the fourth fight, one of Holz's students stepped forward. This time, the karate practitioner
You guys know
actually managed to land a
Mauricio
strike
Gomez,
as Holz's
Roger Gracie's
student
dad.
ended the clinch. But it changed very little. He secured the takedown, took the back, and finished the fight.
Dang.
By
You
this
never
point,
heard about
the karate
karate
team
ever
had
again.
realized they made a huge mistake. But it was now time for the final fight. The Gracie family champion against the man who had issued the original challenge. Holz Gracie versus the karate master. Holz carefully managed the distance
Brazil
and waited
might
for
be
the karate
2005.
master to throw a strike.
Mr.
He
Marlon was
skillfully slipped
Mr.
underneath
Marlon.
it,
You know, you were a
secured the
young man in
body lock, and brutally
1972,
slammed the karate master
1975.
onto his back. Holz then transitioned into the
Mr.
mount
Marlon, you
before
might have been a
taking the
baby. Were you
opponent's
born?
back.
I don't even know. Mr.
From
Marlon was
there,
born
he used
1975.
vicious elbows to soften him up before sinking in the submission. The entire challenge had ended the same way. 5 fights, 5 takedowns onto the tiled floor.
They used to
and
elbow you
5
in the back of
victories
your
for
neck back in
jiu-jitsu.
those times.
But unlike many stories from this era, this one was captured on film. And years later, that footage would become increasingly important. But Holz did not stop there. In 1978, when Holz was 26, he connected with Bob Anderson, a 5-time American
Bob
wrestling
Anderson is
champion,
the guy behind
and he
the
invited
Americana.
him to Rio de Janeiro
That's
to
the man behind the
exchange
Americana.
knowledge. Anderson accepted and stayed at Hull's home while teaching wrestling to the Gracie family. But when Anderson learned that the much smaller Hulls was Brazil's openweight jiu-jitsu champion, he reportedly began laughing. He did not believe that a man Hull's size could consistently defeat
How
skilled
big was
heavyweights.
Hulls?
Hull
I
did
think
not
he was
argue with
skinny.
him. He simply invited Anderson onto the mat. According to later accounts, Hull submitted the heavyweight wrestler repeatedly within a matter
Doc
of
Ray
minutes.
don't really talk about Hulls too
Anderson
much.
quickly stopped laughing,
I never really asked him
but
about
instead of
Hulls.
allowing the encounter to create a rivalry, the two men became friends, with Anderson describing the encounter as humbling. Anderson helped sharpen Hull's takedowns, weight distribution, and wrestling control, and Hulls absorbed that knowledge the same way he absorbed everything else. He kept what worked and brought it back to jiu-jitsu. In 1979, that approach and evolution helped Hulls win 2 gold medals at a Pan American Sambo tournament, one in his weight class and another in the absolute division. It was clear that Hulls understood something years before most fighters did. Jiu-jitsu could not survive by closing itself off from the world. It had to evolve. And as Hull's influence continued to grow, so did the comparison with other family members.
They had them old
Because
singlets.
growing up alongside
Let me go
him,
back.
bro,
That's them old singlets having your nipples out. God dang. That's the old 1970 singlets right there. I'm happy they changed them up. Have everything exposed back in those times.
the comparison with other family members. Because growing up alongside him was another man with a very different vision for the future of jiu-jitsu. His name was Rorion Gracie.
You guys know Rorion.
Ilio's eldest biological son.
You know Rorion, that's Mr. Marlon's friend right there.
Hoped that he would emerge as the leading figure of the next generation. But that created a difficult problem, because whenever Rorion was compared to Hulls, Hulls kept coming out on top. He was faster, more athletic, and increasingly more innovative. This did not mean that Rorion lacked ability, but as Hulls emerged as the standout competitor of his generation, the two men began to move towards different futures. Hulls was drawn towards technical evolution and competition, and Rorion increasingly focused on teaching, business, and taking the family ideas beyond Brazil. One was expanding what jiu-jitsu could become, and the other was beginning to think how far it could reach. And in time, Rorion's vision would change the martial arts world forever. But first, the family
they're not going to
would lose the
agree with
man
you
that
that
they
they're
believed
black.
was destined
Go
to
ask
lead it.
Hickson, are you
On
black?
June
I think you
6th,
did ask him that, didn't you?
1982, Hulls Gracie went
Did
hang
you ask
gliding in
Rorion?
Brazil during very poor weather conditions. The winds were
Hey,
weak
not
and
all skin
unpredictable,
folk is kinfolk.
but Hulls took off anyway.
Oh
Shortly
no, let me
after
go
leaving,
back. So this is the sad part
they
right
believed
here.
was destined to lead it. On June 6th, 1982, Hulls Gracie went hang gliding in Brazil during very poor weather conditions. The winds were weak and unpredictable, but Hulls took off anyway. Shortly after leaving
wish
the
he didn't
ramp,
do that.
he lost lift and crashed into the forest below. He was only 31 years old. His death devastated the jiu-jitsu community, because Hulls was not simply another member of the Gracie family. He was the clearest glimpse of where the sport was
That's
headed.
Hollis Gracie,
Because Hulls
I
was not simply
believe.
another champion. He was the man that many believed would lead the sport into its next era. The students around him had lost a mentor.
Well, they gotta admit
the
it
Gracie
first,
family
though.
had lost their brightest young star.
I ain't claiming nobody
And
till they
Brazilian
admit it.
Jiu-Jitsu had lost its
If
clearest
they don't
vision
admit
of
it,
the
I ain't
future.
claiming them.
Hull's death left a void that could not easily be filled. But in time, that void would prompt Rickson Gracie to step out of his shadow and emerge as one of the greatest champions the family had ever produced. Hulls Gracie never lived to see modern mixed martial arts or cross-training become the standard for every serious fighter. He never saw submission grappling become a global sport, and he never saw the enormous teams that were built by the students and training partners he influenced. But decades before the rest of the martial arts world caught up, Hulls was already showing what came next. He understood that tradition mattered, but only if it continued to evolve. Coulson Gracie made jiu-jitsu more aggressive, but Hulls Gracie made it more complete. He did not leave behind the longest career, nor did he build the largest academy, and he never got a chance to realize his full potential. But perhaps that is why his story still carries so much weight, because Hulls was never the finished product. He was the blueprint, and Hulls Gracie tragically become the future that never arrived.
Damn, that was a good video. Shout out to that man. We might have to give him some money for that. He ain't got no whatchamacallit? He ain't monetized. Oh, is it? I'm not gonna watch that today. I'm good on Gracie's for about another month or two. I am good on Gracie's for a while. They ain't monetized. I would give them some money if they were monetized. That was great. As far as I know, he still has Jacare and Mauricio Gomez that are still alive. And Macahao passed away. Somebody else passed away too. You let him know. Thank you, Mr. Barley. Let's watch Helena tap out this girl real fast too. We'll go back. Oh, they got Thriller on there. Let's watch Helena. I ain't never seen Helena pass before. Have you guys seen Helena pass?
Jasmine doing a good job of using frames.
Oh, that's Jasmine
That
Hosha?
pressure that Helena's trying to use.
She's trying to
And you
have
all those guys from Danaher and Gordon Ryan and Kingsway, their top pressure is impressive. You watch.
They definitely not in the same weight class.
Underneath it, but Jasmine doesn't look like that's bothering her at all. Like
Jasmine
she's very
Hosha
composed
do
here.
like
she's using those
minus-
frames. She's
minus
keeping
55.
Helena's, yep, she's keeping Helena's weight off of her.
Using that knee to create some distance.
I ain't
Helena
never
steps
seen
right back in,
Helena
stuffs that
pass.
heel to the butt.
Except for
And
that
trying to
Adele
control
match.
her head.
Now she could need to tie her
Again, you
hair
see
up
what I
because
mean
her hair
about,
be in the way.
Jasmine's using those hooks to relieve those pressure.
Uh-oh, Jasmine Hosha done gave her back
exposure
up.
here, possibly,
exposure,
and
but
she
look.
does a little Granby to hide the back and grab
Jasmine
an
rolls
ankle.
through, and she's got a good entry into the leg there. And Jasmine
Little
decided,
face
I
post.
don't want to play. And that's what I mean when I was talking about before you, like, Jasmine's a dog. She'll post on her face. Now, it's just like her dad. She'll post on your face. She'll
It didn't
push
even
off
phase
of you.
Helena, though. Look at her.
No, it didn't. Not at all.
Nice.
And
Guard
Jasmine's
sit.
right back into it.
Look at these leg entries.
And now we've got
All
Jasmine
right.
back on top.
Helena's got the ankle lock.
I don't think
Right,
Helena's
she's
going
going
for
down. She's got a good bite
I've never
on that.
seen Jasmine Hosha
And
take that.
yo, she got it. She got it quick. She got it.
Oh, that ankle is already hurt though. All right, I just want to see that match. Is there anything else I care about today? We did a lot today. Let me watch Elizabeth Clay.
For the adult female black belt middleweight finals.
Behind the
That's really
scenes.
the last big one that I'm chasing. I pretty much have everything else.
Champion! Fight! Fight!
Oh, is it?
It's just busy. It's constantly, there's something going on. I get more nervous even when my husband's competing, so that's probably the hardest part.
In the white gi, representing Six Blades Jiu-Jitsu, Elizabeth Clay.
We need that rematch. Baby driving his cart, his carriage around, his stroller around. You know them babies be bored at the tournament. He got his iPad. Mommy's got to go compete now. Sit right here.
Here, you're going to Chichehead. Wait. Yeah, so here first day at
Zero
Worlds.
interest.
My husband actually just went to check his weight, so I have the baby right now. But just waiting, my name should be on the board pretty soon, and let's get going on Worlds 2026.
Shout out to the moms. This is
I have
real
a
mom work
almost
right here.
2-year-old. He's psycho. He's running everywhere. He's getting into everything. It's so crazy.
Yeah,
though,
she gotta
'cause it's
still
always
perform.
changing.
Baby
Like,
over here
with how
acting
it's
wild.
difficult, it's always difficult in a different way. Now that he's bigger, he gets into more stuff, but at the same time, he's also a little bit more independent. So I can like sit him in front of a tablet and have him watch. Whereas
You
before
need
I couldn't.
somebody to watch that baby
so
for you.
it's still it's just busy. I'm
Trey,
used to
Trey
it,
need to
but
get off the
it's
camera,
always, you're
Trey,
always
and watch the
learning and
baby for
adjusting.
her. Shout out to the moms multitasking. You gotta make weight. Make sure the baby not acting up. That's her husband. He's Brazilian. She got her Mika Galval. That's not parenting. That's how they parent nowadays, Mr. Marlon. The iPad be parenting your kids for you. Both parents competing. That's terrible. That's a terrible, terrible timing. Feels like Valentine. That's racist, bro. You gonna say they all look the same? Maybe she got some Serbian or whatever, wherever Valentika's from. Where is Valentika from? Poland? Serbia? Something like that. Bosnia? She had a calf slice on her. Uh-oh. This girl ain't defending properly. You ain't defended properly, lady. That was the worst. That was the worst calf slice defense I've seen in my life. That's how Sarah gonna defend the calf slice.
Last, I was able to off balance her.
Whoever seen something like that?
For the sweep, I tried to scoot in a little bit for the armbar, but
that girl.
was a ways off.
I've never seen somebody get calf slice like that before. She didn't even know to put her back on the floor. How did Elizabeth play do? I wasn't watching really. Oh, it says answer down there. A little bit of rubber guard. I forget she's flexible enough to do this. You're just supporting a reference for us, Sarah. Lapel rubber guard. I can't see what she got on there. Warm hat. Go-Go Plata. Oh, is that Go-Go Plata? Oh, no. These girls out here getting caught with all kind of shenanigans. You got caught with the Go-Go. You need to give your black belt back. You get caught with Go-Go Plata. Knock on wood for me.
Good. We double pulled. She came up, had
she got caught with the Go-Go Plata.
A little bit of lasso. Eventually, I was able to pull the closed guard and was able to work to get to the omoplata. She actually cleared my bottom leg, but I was able to get the Go-Go Plata, sweep from it, and was actually able to finish the Go-Go Plata. So as soon as I finished the match, actually, my coach was like, I'm going to Coach Danilo. I was like, yeah, go, while I'm still on the mat.
That's her husband.
What are the points at? 2-0, so Danilo's winning.
That's Colabate in the background.
Well, I'm going to throw up. I get more nervous with him than with me, like, it's always more stressful because there's nothing I can do about it. At least my match, if I win or if I lose, it's on me. When it's him fighting, all I can do is feel nervous.
I don't want to look at the husband. I'm sorry. I'm just watching her. These Brazilian guys always get an American girl, don't they?
It's really hard to do that. I honestly get worse nerves when he's competing than when I am, but I can be sad about it, but then I have to get my head back in it for me. Luckily and unluckily.
They told him to move.
We've been doing this.
You be out there gassed out, they tell you to move out the way.
Used to, when he does good, still have him to go in and fight, and when he doesn't, same thing and vice versa. So a lot of practice with it, but it's definitely not easy.
Yeah, these Brazilians always got an American girl. They trying to get that citizenship. Hey, don't hate the player, hate the game. I know a lot of Brazilians with an American girl. And you know what? They had that kid fast too. I seen that happen a ton of times, really, now I think about it. Her braids are fresh. You can still wear it. You don't have to compete to get it. I used to have one. Maybe I'll get another one. It's just for, you don't usually want to wear your belt, or you need a brand new belt.
There we go. If you pull this side, you're gonna get 2 points. Feet on the hip so you break her grip. There you go. Yeah, yes, there you go.
I want that Elizabeth Play Helena rematch. Can we get that?
Yes. You're gonna break her grip. As you break her grip, she's gonna get.
Oh, we got a little bit of politics. We got the Aoki right here. Uh-oh. She might get it. No, you got scored. I mean, if you want to wear it at the gym, you can. I mean, it's kind of weird. If you're a black belt, usually you wear your stripes. All right, is his match is over, so you got to watch the baby now? That's how Mika Galval gonna be watching the baby when the meet's competing.
Was he asleep? sleep.
That baby tired. He ready to go home. That baby got some
Yeah, so we
some
went. I
brown
tried
hair.
to double pull. Unfortunately, she was able to pull first, but I sat back. We ended up being kind of near the yellow, but I was able to get the foot after she shot off a
The
field
Lockheed
triangle,
Martin sponsor.
thankfully, and I was able to keep it inbounds enough to be able to attack the footlock and then get the finish. I'm in the finals tomorrow, so that'll be my third finals here at Worlds, and hopefully we'll actually be coming away with win this time.
That was Wallison. Got her baby with her. I don't know how they'd be competing with a baby. You probably need to retire with the baby, but they do it somehow. The final. Well, it is the finals.
I feel really good. I'm excited to go. There's the nerves because they have the lights and everything's a little bigger on finals day, but it's also good, you know, just take everything in and enjoy the fact that I'm here in the finals. It's her first full year as a black belt. We fought first time at Pans. I lost that one. Not to make excuses, my knee was very injured. I really shouldn't have been even fighting in the finals. But I've also won a lot of things when I shouldn't have fought, so I went ahead and did that. We fought each other again at Brazilian Nationals, and I was able to get the toe-hold finish, and this will be our third time fighting this season in the finals. She's very good, and I'm excited for another matchup with her. It would be huge. It would be everything. That's really the last big one that I'm chasing. I pretty much have everything else. That's really my last big one. I made it to the finals. This will be my third time. The first time lost to the ref decision last year as well was by an advantage, so it's always been very, very close for me, but it's always just kind of slipped through my hands. So it would be a very big deal to actually be able to conquer and have that title.
For the adult female black belt middleweight final, in the blue gi, representing
from Canada.
Jiu-Jitsu, Lillian Marchand. And in the white gi, representing Six Blades Jiu-Jitsu, Elizabeth Clay.
Elizabeth Clay is one of the best American
Clay
grapplers.
and Lillian Marchand will meet for our middleweight world title.
Pay attention, the shot on the leg. You know that. Let's go, let's go. Champion!
She had a back grip or something. I don't know what happened.
Stay on the ground.
Elizabeth Clay got a good guard.
If you officiated there. Yes, strong grip. Now
Very
you
good
can do
lasso
whatever you
game
want.
and rubber guard.
Now you have all your game. You have a good setup
Double sleeve
for
right
everything.
here. All right.
That's it. Just keep play up. She's both knees on the ground.
Keep it playing your game.
Waiting for her in your grip. She keep running away. That she keep run away. Beautiful. Chase her.
Very nice inversions. She got
Keep
a good
chasing.
game. I
These are
probably
both
need to
knees
study
on
her
the
game a
ground
little bit.
now. Yeah. Professor, one moment she needs to play. One moment you need to play. Both knees on the ground and nothing. The court is open since the beginning.
He's trying to get a penalty on the top rope.
Please stay on the game. Please stay on the game. One moment you take the knees off the ground. I don't believe. Let's go, Professor. She free. The top one don't play. She don't try nothing. The blue one is stop. The little top is stop. The little top is stop. She don't play.
So Elizabeth was down by one penalty, and I guess the other girl wasn't doing anything. She's got Kyle Terry here. No go, but
Please, once you sit down, submit, please.
Is looking to put some pressure on this foot here. And
she had a nice Kyle Terry, but
this is going to be enough.
that
for
arm's
an
in the way.
advantage
See the
point,
arm that's underhooked on her
we're
leg?
gonna have to
Yeah.
find
Uh-oh.
out
Don't let that
because
leg go.
as the sun
No!
is down And the submission is
She lost by
released.
penalty?
Oh, she gets it.
Oh, it went to ref decision. They gave it to the other girl?
One side referee calls it back, and so does the second.
They got her penalty away? Oh, no. She probably should have won that.
Advantage comes back.
She lost by a penalty point? She lost by a penalty. Oh, no. She lost by a penalty.
Wow. So
that's crazy. Well, that's subjective. So if the ref don't think the other girl was in danger, now imagine you won. I won some matches by penalty. I won my last tournament by penalty. I was like, all right, screw it. That's not a good way to lose, though. But she basically won that match. I understand the rules. When you go to IBJF, you go to ADCC, you go to these tournaments, you got to play by their rule set. And, you know.
I pulled. I thought it was a clean pull, but after being down a little bit, they stood us back up and gave
So
me the
because she
penalty
pulled
for
guard
not
and they're
having
saying her
a
grip wasn't
pull,
good,
which
they gave her a penalty. So
was sure I had one, but I guess they didn't see it that way. And was playing guard the whole time.
In my eyes, she won the match.
Get the
But
Kyo lock, and for like the last 30 seconds, I had that. When we stood up, they gave me the advantage for it, so I had one, and then they waved it away right at.
So to get to advantage, the opponent has to clearly defend the move or be in danger. So they said she wasn't in danger.
Really hard.
So
This is the third time I made it into the finals, and I've had some tough calls at other.
now, Sarah, don't you
competitions.
cry if you
Kinda
lose
getting
by penalty.
Messed over a little bit. It definitely.
Don't you
hits
dare
different
cry
here.
if you lose by no penalty, okay? Some of us can't even make it to the finals of worlds. I gotta lift the earth to make it to finals of worlds, and then you still gotta fight Tynan. I gotta fight some crazy people. Was Daddy competing too? I don't think Daddy didn't place. Mommy's the champion in the family.
Oh, for me? Oh, thank you. You're so sweet.
I thought that was a boy. She got herself a Mika Gaval. She's the and he's Mika. and that's the son.
It's so nice. You know, when I was a color belt, a lot of times, because I was up in Alaska, I would be alone. I would play in competitions alone, halftime. Even more than that, I didn't even have a coach. And you'd go win, and it's like you get there and you're like,
Her
oh, yeah,
first
great.
major win was, I believe,
You don't have anyone to share that with, and it's
I
really
don't know if
nice.
it was Worlds
You know,
at
not
Blue
only having,
or
like,
it
my
was the
team and
ADCC
my coach,
trials
but
or
also
something.
having my husband and my son. It's just like, it's full. Like, life is just full, and that comes over into competitions too, which is just amazing. Hi. Oh, he will touch. Yes.
Where's the iPad
He
at,
loves
Mommy?
cameras.
Where's the
Is
iPad?
it cool? Can you smile? Do a pose.
He ready to lead the tournament.
It's squishy.
Grab the microphone.
That's the issue. He straight up, he took down one of the kids at the gym. He threw his legs to the side. The kid turned turtle, and then he literally surfs from one side to the other. Has no idea what he's doing. The kid's like 4. Yeah. And he starts crying, and then he chases the kid down again, takes him down, body lock passes him, and I gotta pull him off. Okay.
All right, shout out to her. We got a little bit of news. Let's see what we got for news real fast. And then I got to get out of here. I got stuff to do.
We turn now to newly released testimony from Bill Gates on his relationship with Jeffrey Epstein. The billionaire spoke behind closed doors to lawmakers earlier this month. He says he was never aware of Epstein's crimes. Caitlin Huey-Burns is on Capitol Hill. So, Caitlin,
fairly
Gates
convenient.
claims Epstein made veiled threats against him?
Yeah, that's right, Matt. Good morning to you. Well, in this nearly 6 hours of that closed door testimony, Gates told Congress that Epstein seemed to threaten to use parts of Gates's own messy past against him.
Photos of Microsoft mogul Bill Gates with unidentified women appear in the Epstein files. Now, 2 weeks after Gates testified to Congress about his ties to Jeffrey
just need to lock all those people up.
My testimony is helpful to the important work of the committee to find
Lock his
justice for
ass
the
up, too.
victims.
A newly released transcript reveals Gates told lawmakers, "I should have never met with Epstein in the first place." He testified the pair met in
Lock 'em up.
2011, which is 3 years after Epstein had pleaded guilty to soliciting prostitution. Gates said he had been aware Epstein had a criminal conviction of a sexual nature, but never dug into the specifics, although...
So now let one of you people try to meet Bill Gates. You don't think they would have a background check on you if you just met Bill Gates or something? He got all the resources in the world. They can't research you and look you up real fast. He got security. You don't think the security were like, hey, we don't trust this guy? They got security and big security. He got people all around him. How he gonna meet up with just random people? So whenever they're saying they're innocent or something, they ain't innocent.
I probably should have. The billionaire businessman turned philanthropist told Congress, I was so focused on the possibility of raising funds for global health that I allowed that goal to override my better
What that
judgment.
had to do with Epstein?
Still, Gates said he resisted a social relationship with Epstein, including an invite to the famed Crazy Horse Cabaret in Paris.
How are you
adding,
raising
we never
funds
did
over there?
anything of an entertainment or relaxing
What
nature.
funds were raised over there?
Gates' former wife, Melinda, told Gayle King in 2023 here on CBS Mornings that her ex-husband's association with Epstein was a factor in their divorce.
It was many things, but I did not like that he'd had meetings with Jeffrey Epstein. No.
He definitely got with her before
Another
he
factor,
had
Bill
money.
Gates' multiple extramarital affairs. Gates testified that after he cut ties, Epstein made what Gates considered veiled threats to expose the affairs, saying, I was not blackmailed, but it looks like Mr. Epstein's brainstorming was going in that direction.
Now, the top Republican on the Oversight Committee here says that he wants Acting Attorney General Todd Blanche to come up and testify before Congress. And Blanche is also likely to face some tough questions for his upcoming confirmation hearing
all need to be
about
arrested,
his handling
but,
of that Epstein
that won't
investigation for his confirmation hearing to lead.
That won't happen. I just saw this. We talk about OnlyFans over here.
Students were blackmailing a teacher for better grades over an OnlyFans account. That's according to warrants. The teacher is accused of having sex with students.
I forgot to talk about
Channel 2's
Poirier.
Tom Regan
Almost forgot
live
about
now
him.
at Alexander High School. It's in Douglas County. So, Tom, the warrants show the
Is that here?
investigation into
Douglas
the
County,
former
where?
teacher is expanding now.
Yeah, George, according to these warrants, investigators are now seeking surveillance video from here at the high school, from a golf course, from students' cell phones, from Ring cameras, and from the former teacher's OnlyFans account. It appears the evidence against her is growing fast.
25-year-old Maris Nichols, who taught biology here at Alexander High, is charged with multiple counts of child molestation, improper sexual contact, grooming of a minor, and tampering with evidence. Authorities allege she had sex with a student twice, once in a school closet and a second time inside a Hummer
Why do these teachers
on
be doing
campus.
all that?
Newly released warrants state multiple male students received inappropriate videos, photographs, and messages from Maris. The mentioned students also received and/or shared video of a student having sex with the teacher. One of the videos shows Maris from behind, and she is wearing a light yellow sweatshirt that has Jesus Loves You in large letters on the back of the shirt. Another warrant states another victim came forward who has alleged he also had sex with Maris at the golf course in St.
passing
Andrews
it around.
Golf Community, and claims there are messages between him and Maris that took place on the Snapchat app. Another allegation, throughout the
had no teachers
investigation,
like
it has
this
been
growing
said
up.
repeatedly on social
I had
media
no teachers
apps
like that.
that the victims in this case were blackmailing Maris by threatening to expose her OnlyFans account
already
in
exposed
return
herself.
for a good grade in her class. Investigators also say they learned Maris's mother reached out to the high school principal seeking access to the teacher's school-issued laptop.
Thus far, the former teacher faces 13 total sex charges involving 6 students. She has been released on bond. Live in Douglas County, Tom Regan, Channel 2.
God, the home of the Cougars. Oh, no. Oh, no. Now, we forgot about Poirier, man. How would I forget about Poirier? I think I got on Reddit. Let me find that. Where did I have that? I ain't have it on here. I could have sworn I had it over here. I don't got it over here. Let me look it up on YouTube. Here we go. My bad. I forgot to watch that. Let's watch it on this one.
Let's go, big dog.
What's going on?
What's up? Bunch of hoes. Let's go. Let's go.
Relax.
No, they fucking lying motherfuckers. Yeah, pull me off the plane. All my boys went to the fucking crib. Now what the fuck?
Why you talk like that?
All right. You Dustin Poirier?
She said that's why you,
bro.
that's Atlanta.
All right, just relax.
Man, fuck you and fuck her and fuck her.
Dang.
I'll fight you right now.
No, I don't want to fight.
Don't do it.
I'll go with you right now.
Bro, I don't want to
do
fight.
it.
Bro, I don't want to
Let's
fight.
go.
I don't want to fight.
Let's go.
Don't fight. Don't fight the airplane staff.
Yeah, tell him, come on.
Get a couple of
Because it's going to be bad.
Bro, just
It's going to be bad, my nigga.
No, bro.
Stay away. Stay away.
What's up?
Bro, relax.
You want to fight?
Is that a taser?
Wait,
That's the
How you boys
radio.
not going to fight something? It's pussy.
Why are you trying to fight the airplane
Pussy,
people?
boy, you pussy.
Bro, relax, bro. Relax.
Oh, what's a taser?
Relax, bro.
You going to tase me, dog?
Don't
Relax.
chase them. No. See, they can't defend you in
Bro,
the court of law.
I'm here, dude.
Just relax.
You should have relaxed.
Yo.
Now, if he was black,
They kicked him
that's a
off.
black
Like,
airport
oh,
too.
this
What?
guy's a UFC
Just so you know, those are black people. I don't want to fight you, sir. Now, if it was flipped, they would have already tased him before all that happened. They would have had the ADP, Atlanta Police Department there, FBI, Georgia GBI, Georgia Bureau of Investigations. If it was a black person, now the black people cool. You know, we got the World Cup. We can't be out here acting a fool. And he said he was a UFC fighter. So you said you're a UFC fighter. Now you're trying to beat people up. They now if they shot you, they would get off in the court. They would get off. Oh, he's a UFC fighter. I was scared for my life. I was scared for my life. It's not just them. You know, look at the Penny Thomas thing. If you go on my Instagram, it's no shortage of people defending her. You know what? When you train martial arts, you really shouldn't be using your martial arts, really. Especially not like this.
They kicked him off the flight. This guy's a UFC fighter.
Bitch ass fucking bitches.
You know.
What's going on, brother? Talk to me. Man, the bitch is fucking lying hoes, man. Let's go. Arrest me.
Hey, let's go. Let's go. He don't care. He don't care if you're a UFC fighter. Let's go.
Arrest me. That's the best way, dog. That's the best way.
Poirier, you could easily got tased.
Pound it.
All
right, man. Just go, man. Just go.
You did a great job.
Just
You
go,
did
man.
what you could.
Poirier, what were you doing? Dispatch, I need Khabib. You need Khabib for some of these guys. Khabib, are you there? Now I'm glad it didn't. It could have ended worse. Could have ended worse than that. If it was somebody else, that could have ended a lot worse. Could have had a broken jaw. Could have been choked out to death. Yeah, I don't know Dustin Poirier. I'm not defending. I ain't defending none of these people, bro. Let me see what Luke
Let's talk
Thomas
about
got to
Dustin
say.
Poirier. On Sunday,
I just want to hear a little bit about what he's got to say.
that he was arrested at the Atlanta Hartsfield-Jackson Airport.
Let me refresh
for
it.
being drunk.
Something's over here blinking at me.
Let's talk about Dustin Poirier. On Sunday, it was reported that he was arrested at the Atlanta Hartsfield-Jackson Airport for being drunk in public. But then video emerged of the incident, and it seemed to be a little bit more than what we had previously understood, or at least maybe presumed for it to be. We kind of thought, well, maybe he had a little bit too much fun and just needed to be escorted. He was, I think, released the same day. He was arrested around 6:30 p.m. that day and was released around 10 p.m. So it was not like he was there for a long time within police custody. But the video that came out subsequent to this report really makes the situation, I think, a little bit more serious than the initial report would indicate. It shows him, I think, being pulled off of a flight at the airport. He is threatening to security. He insults the women who are behind the counter, who are working for the airline. He drops the N-word. Now,
Did he say the
ultimately,
N-word?
all's well that ends well in the
can't
sense
defend
that there was no violence at this moment, although he drops his backpack and then threatens the security officer before they can get the cops to arrive. And it just should be clear that, like, there's probably, safe to say, a lot of contexts where that could have gone really bad for a lot of different parties, including but not limited to the person initiating the conflict. That it didn't is obviously quite a relief here, but we ran a bit of a risk. Nevertheless, he is ultimately arrested without any kind of violent confrontation, and as we mentioned, was charged with something that seems like a bit of a lesser offense to what it ultimately could have been.
He said that wasn't violent, but in the court of law, that threatening, some of that's like assault. That threatening posture coming at someone. Now, if somebody shoots you, you can't do that here in Georgia and Florida and some of these other places. They got that stand your ground. If you're walking towards someone and they're like, "Hey, stay away from me," they can probably shoot you and get away with it. So I ain't defending that. I ain't defending nobody on here like that. I defend myself. Is there anything else? Oh, we got a little bit of Trump too. That might be it for me.
Turning now to Washington, where for the first time, the Senate has voted to end the war in Iran.
This comes just weeks after the House passed a similar war powers resolution.
ABC's Karen Hua has the details.
President Trump is set to meet with Senate Republicans today, furious after they voted with Democrats to stop the war in Iran unless there's approval from Congress.
Only Congress has the power to take this nation to war, and this one must end.
He's still alive.
In fact, Trump never, ever should have started.
Israel first.
This is the 10th
Always.
time the Senate has tried to stop this war. The House approved a similar measure a few weeks back. While Tuesday's vote is largely symbolic, President Trump is expected to quickly veto it. It's a clear sign of bipartisan frustration.
Obviously, it's going differently than originally we were told it was going to go. I agree with the original aims, but it does not seem as if we've accomplished them.
But President Trump still touted the deal as triumphant, speaking to a rally in Pennsylvania.
Now we're leaving Iran with no Navy, no Air Force, no anti-aircraft, no missile capability, no nuclear program. We're leaving them without any nuclear capacity, and they've agreed to that.
But Iran has made no new commitments regarding its nuclear program in the deal signed with the U.S. And while President Trump says Iran has agreed to allow nuclear inspections, Iran's foreign ministry says they do not have any plans to allow IAEA inspections of Iran's nuclear facilities.
The Iranians are saying there's no scheduled visit for the IAEA inspectors. Is that part of your agreement?
They're wrong. They're wrong. They're wrong. They know they're wrong. They told us inside, and we have it down 100% inspections.
Despite bipartisan disapproval of the war with Iran, the Pentagon is still asking Congress for nearly $80 billion taxpayer dollars to cover the cost of the war and military budget shortfalls.
No, they need to get that money from their billionaire friends and trillionaire friends. Can trillionaires cover that for us, please? All right, I think that's it for me, man. There's some other stuff I might skip, though. Okay, well, let me listen to Cain Velasquez real fast.
Right now, man.
You have a morning routine?
Being on right now, I'm on house arrest, so only able to go to work.
It's about a year.
So I go to AK, go to the gym, I see my kids, and then I'm here as well. So I'm here to get a lot of good alone time, be by myself, kind of regroup and just be alone with my thoughts. I learned in jail like how important that was, that we never really get to do that, and it's rarely that we get to do that. So the solitude that I got in there helped me get the solitude that I have in here and that I need to get. Kind
You could just go on a
of, I
vacation
feel like
for that.
these layers are like peeling away. Like bullshit layers, right? Shit that society tells us how we should be, what we should be, where being alone, like I can't lie to myself, it's just me. So I think I'm like from jail when I had no interaction at all, with people, for that amount of time to now having a little more freedom, and then having a big property here where I can kind of be alone and kind of, it's just more freedom here.
Is he in California? Where is he at?
But the alone time, I'm just learning a lot about myself. What suits me, what doesn't suit me anymore, what the truth is within me, versus what I'm told is the truth. So I'm kind of just getting more free inside. Yeah.
Is there anything you do for fun?
For fun,
Climb
going
some
to the
trees?
gym, huh?
He said climb some trees.
Yeah, climb some. Yeah, man, be
Climb
in
some
nature. Hike, run, do all that stuff. If trees fall down, then I'll chop them up. Push them to the side, get a little workout in
He's
as
in
well.
California?
With that, going in the gym, there's a lot of young guys that are doing what we were doing. So, kind of giving back, and also kind of the same thing. I'm just learning from them as well.
Okay.
And then just loving my kids, man. Learning from them, helping them, and they're helping me as well. So, that's pretty much what I do right now. Yeah.
That's awesome.
It's a life of service. Once we're able to attain and achieve these things that we wanted to achieve, and like you said, you peel back the layers through the solitude work or deep dives with psychedelics or whatever it may be.
Oh, psychedelic. Where'd that come from?
We don't live for ourselves anymore. You live for your kids. You live for the gym. You live for these people that count on you because you're a coach. You're the sage. You're the person who's going to help, lead these people to the lives that they want, because I
don't know if your coach has to do all that for you, but if you want to. We got Mr. Marlin here. Let's check out Ransom Coffee. We got the sponsorship right here. Coffee beans, because I think I typed that in wrong one time. Let me plug Mr. Marlin. Don't say I never plugged Mr. Marlin. You guys come and get your Ransom specialty coffee. Come on. Single origin, espresso, samples, and K-cups. Come on, y'all. Costa Rican. He got African, Costa Rican, Brazilian. Mr. Marlin, he traveling the world too with his coffee. So check him out. It's ransomcoffeebeans.com. I'll post that in the chat for y'all. Sarah needs to buy some coffee or something. There you go, y'all. So be sure to check that out, Mr. Marlin right there. Free shipping on orders over $50. There you go, y'all. I think that's about it for me. I don't really have anything else I want to talk about. I'm already tired. No problem. Yeah, I don't want to watch anymore YouTube. We need to put a little coffee. We'll put a little coffee PNG up here one day. No problem, Mr. Ginad. All right, y'all, that's it. So some people were saying this is a tabloid series, but listen, we be covering politics, news, relationship stuff. We cover a lot of bases here that I don't see anybody else covering. So we even cover coffee over here. I ain't see Flo Grappling. I think they did have some bulletproof coffee at some point. That's about it. We should be outside IRL, I believe, on Friday. So make sure you support that either Friday or Saturday. We should be IRL. So make sure you guys are liking the videos, and that helps a lot too. And that's all I got for you guys. Thank you, Mr. Marlin. Thank you. Always a pleasure. Miss Sarah, Battle Bonnet. Always a pleasure. Everybody else, always a pleasure. And we'll see you guys tomorrow. Who else is doing it like me? You can't do it like me. I can't even do it like me. All right, I'll see y'all. Oh, wrong button. Here we go. See ya.
LOL Snap and even CP, uncovering the news that you don't see. Doing judo and jiu-jitsu is where you'll find me. Traveling the world, meeting these girls, pleading the fifth. You can't cheat this. We might be ran through, but we'll never give up on you. It's the Alec News Network. 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 What? Live streaming every week. We got Mush, LOL Snap, and even CP. Uncovering the news that you don't see. Doing judo and jiu-jitsu is where you'll find me. Traveling the world, meeting these girls, pleading the fifth. You can't cheat this. We might be ran through, but we'll never give up on you. It's the Alec News Network.